podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com. We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Monday morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Alexander Grumpy Face Lioness. Just waking up, champ? Why you got the unibrow going on right now?
Damn, I got the unibrow going.
I mean, it looked
well, you know what? It was, I'm gonna have to blame it on Info Joe's gummies. They're still taking effect.
It's like your eyes are trying to meet. You got the mean feel. You like, yo, what's up, man?
Yeah. Now I got the eye of the tiger this morning, man. I got some other things I'm working on, man. I just got that go mode going. The go mode, just like my man David Benavidez is feeling. He's in go mode. He want to take on all
David
top guys.
Talking grasoso, grassy, very greasy.
So I mean, kudos to him. He's calling out the guys that we want him to fight. So he's not doing nothing wrong. He wants to be up there, man. He wants to be up there in the calls when Canelo calls out the guys. He wants to be one of those guys that gets called. So the only way he's gonna be able to do that is if he fights these guys.
I love that he's making his own lane, because the quote is actually, I want Charlo Canelo Plant. So he's got an order, and he knows he needs to take out some scalps to get some bigger names. I
mean, I really would like to see the Charlo fight. I don't think that Charlo lacks any balls. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what he told him. I'll fight him when he grows a pair of balls. I think that the fight's on that side of the fence, meaning they're both on the same promotional company. So I see it an easier fight to make than one across the street. So why wouldn't this fight happen?
Well, I mean, Charlo has made, he's given his reasons already as to why it can't happen. He said, he's not a real 60-pounder. He really moved up from 54, and he said something like, let's do it at 164-pound catch weight. And he also says something like, get vaccinated. He told him to get vaccinated, not get vaccinated, but definitely told him to get vaccinated if he wanted to do this fight. But that's just one guy. Next in line, he said, Canelo. So yeah. I don't think that he's ready for Canelo. I think even in the Ronald Ellis fight, he showed that he still squares up. His feet are parallel to each other. And Canelo would definitely drop him and maybe even stop him. Charlo has a very good chance for the same reasons. Charlo has power, technically very, very good boxer. So, I think even Charlo can possibly get a stoppage on Benavidez. Now, obviously, Benavidez, is a guy that packs his own power and punch. And, I could be wrong, but I just don't like the way that he squares up. Charlo's defense is a lot better. He showed that in the Derevyanchenko fight. And he punches when you punch. So if Benavidez is squared up throwing these right and left back hooks and maybe Charlo catches a few and then left hook, I mean, Benavidez could fall the way that he did with Ronald Graville, who put him down with a straight right hand in close. And he didn't show me that he changed the style versus Ronald Ellis. So, yeah.
Stylistically, I think it would be styles make fights. We keep saying that, and it means something. He was a little squared, and he tends to do that when he's loading up on his punches. But I think that's just part of his style, and the way he bases himself allows him to be able to throw these hard punches, these hard, landing punches that take really real effect on your opponent. It would just be stylistically a good matchup, Yeah, it would. You got one. Yeah. Oh, who's that?
You already know.
Who came out of the woodwork? No vision. Is it the campeón?
Yeah, you know
Francis,
who it is.
The praying mantis?
You know who it is. We in the building, man. Shout out to my Lord and Savior for another one. Without him, none of this would be possible. Alex, what's up, man? Great work this weekend in the ring, man. You did a fantastic job. I wanted to let the people know that I personally appreciate the work that you put in. Let everybody be safe. And get some good action, good work, man. You definitely sweat your shirt out. You drank a few bottles of water, almost a case. You was working hard, man. Shout out to you.
I appreciate that, Francis, the praying mantis. And I try my hardest to keep you guys safe and give everyone a fair shake. I know I'm always at a point of controversy. It is the hat that I chose to wear, so. I'm just glad that everybody made it safe. There was some good fights on this Border Wars, but now this David Benavidez talk is just is exciting, man. I like the way David Benavidez is talking out there. He's calling guys out. He wants the big fights, and Ness was mentioning that he still squares up a bit, but I see no real issue. I think that, fight by fight, the team will have a plan according to who they have across the corner from as an opponent. So I think that that's just David Benavidez' kind of style, to be able to base himself in that way, to throw these hard punches. He had Ron in trouble. A good thing for the ref to step in. Ron would have gave it his all. He would have left on his shield. So, sometimes, you got to step in for the fighters because they don't know how to quit. The warrior within won't let him. So, the punches that he was hitting him with, they were walloping shots, So when you're taking shots like that, the other guy throwing them, he may not look technically sound at the time he's throwing them, maybe a little wide or whatnot. But, that's the other opponent already, being broken down.
Right.
If you see the opponent not taking advantage of those things, he's breaking down already. And I think David knew that.
He did, and it's good on him to be able to read that and be able to, jump on his opponent and put his punches together like that. We were talking about David recognizing when his opponent is hurt and being able to go in there and finish it off.
So I'm assuming Doomy was giving him a pass for squaring up, saying he only squares up when the dudes is hurt.
Nah, he didn't say that.
Oh, all right.
You too late, Chad. You can't even rebuttal correct.
No, I ain't trying to rebuttal. Like I said, I'm assuming Doomy said because, you like to protect certain people and individuals. But the time is 9:09 right here on the East Coast, sunny Florida. Shout out to sunny Florida. Shout out to Francis in the building, the praying mantis. Picked up the win wearing the IBO medallion. If you don't know, now you know. Francis, among the few co-hosts to get wins, Doomy, myself, and Francis, pretty much the only ones that have gotten wins as co-hosts throughout the years. And he got his in Border Wars 10. You can catch that in 6 more days. It'll be debuting Friday on the BPE network. And we're back June 12th in Wisconsin, Watertown.
Yep.
And it'll be streamed live. So you can catch that on Roku TV, iTunes, any smart TV will have the BPE app, and you can watch Border Wars live June 12th from Watertown, Wisconsin. It's going to be going down. We'll have 400 to 500 people live in attendance, so you can invite your friends and family to come watch you fight, or you can invite your friends and family to come watch the fights. Right now, we're talking David Benavidez and the fact that he wants not only Charlo, Canelo, but also Caleb Plant. And, he had a pretty strong quote. He says, and I quote, "If Charlo wants to grow a set of balls, maybe we can get a fight." So, I mean, the energy that he has for Charlo, totally different. Well, I guess not totally different than anyone else, because he definitely comes for Plant with the same aggressive nature. Which fight do you guys want more? The Plant Benavidez or the Charlo Benavidez at this point? Because Charlo Benavidez obviously has been picking up some major heat in the last few months.
I mean, Charlo, you already know, bro. He's not even in that weight division. He can kind of like excuse himself out if he really doesn't want to take on that fight. I think Plant is a great battle. You know, the beef-a-roni they had, you know, when his bro was out there fighting, you know, they had the little scuffle in the gym. There's a lot of good story behind that fight, and I think that fight would be awesome. Not that Charlo wouldn't beat, but more of a, like on an even keel type of thing. You know, they're both in the weight divisions, same thing. And stylistically, what do you think? I mean, we know Caleb Plant is the slicker boxer. You're talking about a slick boxer working against a pressure fighter. So these styles makes good fights. You know, we'll be able to see who imposes their will more. Is the slick boxer able to touch and go, frustrate the opponent, or is, you know, the pressure fighter able to impose his will and start to break down a Caleb Plant? So, you know, I would really like to see that fight first. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, it's just a want. But I think stylistically and all around, that would be a great fight, even keel, right across the board, and we would get to close a chapter in a whole beef that they had. You know, it would be a moment of respect at the end of the fight. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah, you know what? I echo the same sentiments. I couldn't have said it any better in certain regards. Shout out to Doomy coming in on fire this morning, because the fact that Charlo is not a 68, yeah, it's easy to move up the division, but the fact that he's not there, he kind of wanted to get a little acclimated to the division. So the Caleb Plant fight would be the fight that everybody would want to see because they're already in the same division. But at the same time,
I gotta be the hill.
Hold on. Let me finish. But stylistically, that Charlo Benavidez fight is gonna be good. We talking about two hard punchers who punches hard with their jab and their other tools. So, I mean, realistically, that's the fight that stylistically I want to see, but the fact that Caleb is already at 68, it's a more easier fight to make.
This is what I'm saying, man. You know, boxing is getting so corny, man. Like, we discredit one dude for doing something great and call it, you know, bullshit. Then when it's time for someone else to do the same thing, we say, oh, no, let him get acclimated. No, let him take his time. You know, Canelo could move up and fight a dude that y'all said was washed, even though he was a 3-time champion. Y'all call him a bum. Y'all said he was done, even though he took out Anthony Yard. Well, go ahead. It's your time right now. Whether you're Yard or Brad.
Big up yourself. Yo, Anthony Yard, honestly, is a phenomenal fighter, man, from Jamaica. You know what happens? The same thing that we talked about.
No, but let me make my point, because it's like, he just beat Yard. Canelo moves up. He beats him. Oh, no, he cherry-picked. You know, Kovalev was washed. He was done. Now, here's Doomy. Oh, well, let's excuse Charlo. He's not really 168 pounds. Let's excuse him. Let's give him a pass. He don't have to go up there. He don't have to do it. But this is what I'm saying. Like, let shit be fair. So Canelo could bounce around, jump around. You know, Mikey, all these dudes could jump around. And now we got a legit, decent fight. And we talk, he's not a real 68. Let him get acclimated, is what Francis said. You know, like acclimated. Canelo didn't fucking acclimate to nothing. He acclimated his fist to Kovalev's fucking face. That's what he did. It's crazy.
But
man.
You know what though? But Ness, you can't do that though.
I ain't say that. Charlo said it.
Right. But at the same time too, a lot of people in the boxing world would say that Canelo's acclimation to 168 was Callum Smith. Now, we can all rebuttal and say, man, come on, that's bullshit because he was number one at the division.
Callum Bro, we talking about 75. We talking about he ain't getting no acclamation to move up to 75 and be the 3-time champion.
Oh, and Kovalev?
Hell yeah,
Okay.
he ain't asked for
Right.
he ain't asked for no acclamation. He said, "Oh, I see a belt, I want it. Let me get it." You know what I'm saying?
And went and got it.
He said, "Hold up, Anthony Yard, the young up and coming lion, did that well. I know I could do even better."
Kovalev, you know that's the second time Canelo's done that turnaround where he fought Smith and then fought Yildirim. He fought I can't remember who he fought, and then he went and fought Kovalev, right? That quick turnaround.
Wasn't it Fielding?
Fielding, and then he went and fought that like. So people would say that he, what's his name?
Where
Kovalev
he captured the WBA regular.
Yeah, Kovalev was not. It didn't have enough time to really, you know what I'm saying, recover from his fight.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Yeah, check the Skype.
Yo, some days it's
Went
like.
out.
Some days it's like,
Skype's down.
we don't have enough time to get ready. And then some days it's like, oh, we were overtraining because we were too ready. And then some days it's like, oh, we stay ready so we ain't got to get ready. Motherfucker, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Andy did perfectly fine coming off a quick turnaround in 5 weeks. You know, he was on PBC 5 weeks later. He was beating the shit out of AJ. That's how you fight. You know, he didn't say, oh, it was too quick a turnaround. Now you lose, it's too quick a turnaround. I needed to rest. No, you wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be saying that if you would have got the win, man. People just only know how to, like, hate on achievements, man. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Andy had no problem fighting in 5 weeks' notice. No problem. You know, he got a stoppage once. He turned around, got another stoppage 5 weeks later for the biggest paycheck of his life. He ain't
It
mad.
definitely turned out good for Andy.
He
in
ain't
that.
mad. You understand? People want to pick and choose. Oh, no, he need acclamation. Oh, no, he need another fight. Oh, no, he's not ready. Come on, bro. Well, then
Yeah,
make
but
sure you
Andy,
give credit.
you know, Andy
Make sure
had
you
come
give
off
credit.
a good win, no damage. It turned out perfect to him
Andy
to go
ain't
into a
asked
next
for no
fight.
acclamation. He ain't asked for no. That's all I'm
Who,
saying.
Ruiz?
He ain't asked for no acclamation fight or
He's
give
a
me a
heavyweight,
tune-up.
dog.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't asked.
Are we talking about heavyweights?
No,
Yeah, but he's a
we
heavyweight,
talking about
so.
capitalizing.
I was about
on
to
an
say, he
opportunity.
did heavyweight, though.
We
but,
talking about capitalizing on an opportunity.
opportunity?
That's it, man. You see an opportunity, you take it, and you make the best of it.
True.
That's it, man.
So it's Jermall Charlo versus David Benavidez.
No.
His opportunity.
opportunity,
Is that-
I mean, it could be Charlo's opportunity without a doubt. You're
Or
fighting
is it David's opportunity? Whose opportunity really is it?
Charlo's. It's Charlo's. David don't got options. Ain't we sitting here talking about David and 3 fucking options? Who's Charlo
And Charlo don't got no options. That's
Who's
what he's saying.
Charlo got?
I'm not trying to find out from you.
I'm asking you, who's Charlo got?
Canelo, Triple G, Andre.
Yeah, but
Yo,
Alex, you like that one?
my man turned into a comedian in the morning, dog.
Nah, real. But
Yo,
who else? You
Andre-
right though. I
Andre-
don't got none to respond to. You right.
Yo, Andre got a fight. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. He's taking on his mandatory, so
Liam
he
Willis.
got something. He got something.
Yeah, he
cooking.
locked in,
He
yeah.
got something cooking.
GGG
What-
supposed to be locked in soon.
What's
hopefully.
cooking for the rest of these dudes? And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you ain't got nothing cooking, you ain't got no options. You can't sit out here and fake say you got options.
Damn, a year ago the one.
Benavidez got options. Benavidez got options. What he say on his post fight? I'll fight whoever they give me. Do I want Charlo? Yeah. If he grows a pair, we got to fight. Do I want Keller Plant? Hell yeah. Do I want Canelo? Hell yeah. He open to anything. And then he finishes the interview with saying, whatever they give me, I'm taking.
Ooh.
You know?
That means he about business.
That's it.
He about straight business.
For Charlo, this is him making his own lane, no? Because if he beats Benavidez, a very popular Mexican,
Young.
you know, people could act like it was Earl and Mikey that did it themselves, but they forget that Bandera Roja was on the undercard of, you know,
EJ.
and Mikey.
Mikey,
You know what I'm saying? He was there, and I was there live. When he walked in, bruh, people was wowing.
They're erupting, yeah.
You know, that thing got really lit up in there. So, you know, I believe that it's a good fight for.
So is that the biggest? Would that be the biggest fight next for Benavidez to fight a Charlo?
That would be the biggest fight for Charlo. That would be the biggest fight for Charlo, man. It's for Charlo the biggest fight.
Being a champion
For
in two
Benavidez-
division on this unified in one. You still think it's big, even though younger
for
guy?
Benavidez, dog. Who else brings the? Listen, they could do that on pay-per-view. This is his EJ Mikey. This is Earl Mikey all over again. Benavidez, Charlo.
And they can do it in Texas too.
They could do it in Texas. Big
in Texas.
They could do it in Texas, man. Listen, there's no other fight for Charlo that that's not named Canelo, right? Like if Canelo gives Charlo a fight, then yeah, he's got a bigger fight. But other than Canelo, what's bigger out there? Andre ain't bigger than Benavidez.
I mean, only because Andre's probably, hasn't fought as much, and maybe he's been,
And that's what I'm saying. He's not a bigger
but
name.
the name is there. Everybody thinks that Andre's the guy that would give all these guys problems. And Andre's also the guy that, has been beefing in a sense with this. With the Charlo, I think that's a good ass fight, man. Andre, we always talk to him in a shady light, and what I mean by that is like he's always standing in the shadows, so to speak. But if we want him to fight somebody.
So
like
I was about to say, CYP, why you do that, man? I was about to ask you. Do you think if GGG came across the table as a deal, is that bigger than Benavidez, or is Benavidez bigger than GGG for Maul?
I don't have to entertain that when Charlo already said that he got off the phone with Al and Triple G don't want it this year.
Done deal.
So all I'm telling y'all is, what options does he have?
Yeah,
what options does he have? Yeah, we could sit here and throw paint on the wall and make believe that Triple G is gonna fight him, but he said on the live with Devin Haney, he got off the phone with Al. Triple G don't want it this year. So if Triple G don't want it this year, Andre already got a fight with Liam Williams. Canelo's his own man doing whatever the fuck he wants. What are you gonna do?
Who else is there? Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What's big out there for you?
You're not gonna get a Murata fight, are you?
That's a nice fight. That's a nice fight.
Yeah.
But
that's a money fight. But ain't somebody else fighting Ryota?
But is Al gonna send him to Japan? Are they gonna try and fake like somehow Charlo and Ryota Murata is a big fight in America when it's not? He's got to go to Japan.
Do you think Charlo can carry him
Canelo
in
had
Texas,
his sights
though?
on going that way.
I mean, Canelo did have his. There was rumors of of Canelo and Dazn wanting to do that fight in Japan. And that's another reason why Charlo should take that off the table if he can. But it's gonna be difficult to take that off the table. Like,
are we looking to match a fight up that's worth it for Charlo, or
it's got to
be worth it,
brother? It's got to be worth for both people. It's a business. If Charlo's gonna take it, it's got to be worth it for him.
That's what I'm saying. Because I see names, but I don't know how much it's worth to Jermall. Jermall's kind of sitting high on the pyramid. So
What names are you talking about?
I'm looking at at number one.
You looking at the rankings?
Eubank. Yeah, Jaime Munguia. Fights that I would like to see, but I don't know how much.
All right, tell me. Let's hear it.
But those, that's my thing. None of those fights are bigger than Benavidez. It don't matter who you about to mention. They're not bigger than Benavidez. I mean, that's what I was just settling, for the last 20 minutes. Like, he has no bigger fight than Benavidez. And Benavidez, has no bigger fight than, let's say, Caleb and Charlo. Canelo's an option, but he's got to keep pushing toward that. He's got to keep putting the pressure on Canelo.
And getting some names along the way.
Right now, if he takes out a Plant, he's for sure getting a Canelo. Right. If he takes out a Charlo, he's closer to getting a Canelo. Right. Plant is more of a viable option because they're on the same place, and if you get that belt, you guarantee the Canelo shot because Canelo wants to undispute.
Yep. Get all of them.
So really, pretty much, man, I feel like David right now is in a position where he wants the fights, and the opponents that he's asking for are the ones that he's waiting an answer for. I mean, Caleb Plant has the belt. Mm-hmm. Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna fight David Benavidez before he gets the Canelo shot?
I don't think so.
I feel like that's risky, and not because I don't think Caleb can beat David Benavidez. It's just that it's a hard fight.
Risky and unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
So if you know that the other side is not going to take the fight, not because they don't want to fight you, but because they understand that you got to play chess, and ultimately the dollars, you have to follow the dollars and be able to have those options still, man. I don't see that fight happening either. As far as that before Canelo, it won't.
What about this? I see CYP in the chat saying Jacobs Benavidez. Who you think gets a Jacobs shot first? Charlo? I mean, I think he said Benavidez Jacobs or Charlo Jacobs. But my point is, who gets that Jacobs fight first? Does it Charlo or
I think
Benavidez.
Charlo would get that based on the bad blood they had. That's my opinion.
You know what though, Francis? Even though like I could partially agree with that, it's like it doesn't care about the beef or anything like that. I mean, if he really cared about it, he would have been calling out a name and shooting for that fight. I think Benavidez gets the fight just because he wants it more right now. He wants to make waves. He wants people to pay attention to him right now. I think that's the attitude right now with David Benavidez.
I just don't know if Danny wants to fight a younger fighter like that, a young champion like that.
Young who though? Charlo or Benavidez?
No, Benavidez. Benavidez is way younger than Charlo,
but
man.
I think Danny understands already the market. He knows a fight.
Money.
He knows a fight with Benavidez is big money, and he made a fight with
Who, Gabriel? Who?
Chavez for big money.
Right.
So again, Benavidez, he's from Arizona. I believe he's from Arizona or has had fights in Arizona, trained in Arizona. I remember my old co-host Jameson Rockin was from Arizona, and he actually had a good relationship with the Benavidez brother. I believe they're from out there or moved out there. One of those. But the point is, that's a great location. Jacobs already was in Arizona with Chavez. Things are opening back up in certain states, hot states like that. I'm sure COVID is less restrictions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Jacobs, Benavidez, Jacobs, Charlo. Those are fantastic fights.
You didn't pick though. You didn't pick. Who would you pick? If
to win?
The two options on the table. Which one would you choose to watch, to view?
If
as a boxing fan.
it's Charlo we're getting a fight for?
Charlo, Benavidez, or Charlo, Jacobs?
Once upon a time, I wanted Charlo Jacobs, but that energy's died out. And Benavidez doesn't let it go. He's on Charlo's heels.
Not letting up.
I mean, he didn't have to
He's chasing.
Yeah, he didn't have to talk about him in his post-fight after Ronald Ellis.
That's what makes me feel like Charlo is the bigger option in the fight. Because Benavidez is chasing Charlo and not Charlo chasing Benavidez.
But because of the
right?
belt, though. He's got a belt. He's got a belt. Regardless whether they fight for it, he's fighting a champion on paper that's moving up. Or he's going down to fight a champion. Right.
I don't see him going down, but I hear that. Benavidez look good.
Well,
but
he
not
said
great.
he said he was on weight all week. You didn't have to make weight all week. No. You just got to make weight on Friday. So if you could hold 164 point whatever all week, you could go down to 164, man.
160. 60,
you know what
60.
I mean? Yeah,
it would be. They wouldn't do a catch weight. It would have to be at 160, right? For the belt to be on the line.
For the belt to be on the line, definitely have to be at 160, unless
Shinobi.
What up?
You got my man Eric Cruz early morning saying good morning TBV fam. And another super chat by LJ Juarez says, as a Mexican American, I'm happy we can claim both Canelo and Benavidez. LFG. All right, champ, let's go. Mexico in the building, huh? And guys, come on. Charlo, who are we really gonna get next with David Benavidez, man? Who are we really gonna get? Look, if we want these fights, and these are the fights that are supposed to happen, but is there another route?
Well, let's be clear. He's got 1 year, so the best thing he can do is build his profile, because Canelo just defended the WBC strap versus Yeardom in the mandatory, which means that he's not due for another mandatory for that WBC strap for an entire year. So what Benavidez did yesterday doesn't mean, diddly squat until next year, February, to the date of the Yeardom fight. Then that mandatory can be called. So again, if he wants to cut the line, take out some of the players.
Take out some of the players. M-Easy-BX on the super chat says, salute TBV. What is left at 160 for Charlo at PBC? Well, you got Caleb, right? I mean, not Caleb. Caleb's 168. 160. Well, on PBC. Who's on PBC?
That used to be the hot division. Now division.
Yeah, I know. I know. Jaime is not on PBC. Demetrius is not on PBC. Sergey Derevchenko, he fought already, right?
Yeah. That's AC.
Whoa, who's getting tumbled into a back of a car trunk? I mean, what's going on here?
That's Adrian Clark is going to be joining us. I muted him right now till you get it together, Adrian. So, once you're all ready to go and camera on, we will proceed with our scheduled interview. We got Adrian Clark, former boxing manager, current full-time author, and right now the founder and CEO of Protect Yourself at All Times. Protect Yourself at All Times is a company that has sponsored TBV now 2 times in a row with Border Wars with both headgear and Everlast gloves to make sure that our fighters are protected at all times. But Adrian, man, do us a favor, obviously, and introduce yourself and let everybody know about Protect Yourself at All Times.
I think you just introduced me well enough, man. I gotta do it all over again.
Yeah, man. I mean, I might have missed out some of the many accomplishments, man.
No, man, you hit it on the head, man. I think the thing I'm most excited about going forward is the Protect Yourself at All Times series that will be exclusively on Fight Network beginning April 6th. It's me breaking down the business of boxing from a visualized standpoint, man. Instead of writing about it or just talking about it, actually showing fighters and their families what it looks like to protect themselves from the boxing business, breaking down, understanding your money, paying taxes, understanding that boxers are business owners, planning for retirement, things of that nature. So I had fun filming it, man. And I look forward to the response of the people.
So who exactly benefits from Protect Yourself at All Times? Like, who should be setting their reminders to watch this?
All amateur fighters, all professional fighters, the mothers or fathers of professional fighters, even the grandmother, whoever the legal guardians are. And anyone that has a keen interest in the boxing business should be tuned in to get kind of like the behind the scenes, like numbers and pointers, things that can really help you out in regards to your career, or if you know a fighter that needs help, I provide information that could really help out aspiring professional fighters and current amateur fighters, man. So, yeah.
Now, what made you want to create this program? Like, as a guy that's a former boxing manager, why do you even care anymore whether a fighter is protecting themselves from a crooked manager or promoter?
Being in it 9 years, man, I got to see a lot from the local scale all the way up to the mainstream scale. And the one consistency that I saw was that, once the fighters are done with their careers, you know what I'm saying, either they really didn't make a lot of money. We see a lot of things that's on paper, like a guy signs for $1 million and we believe that, he makes it, he takes that home. And that's not the case at all. But just the financial illiteracy and just the ignorance of the business. I don't mean ignorance in a bad way. It's just there's no blueprint in regards to the boxing business. Like with the NBA and other major sports, at least there's a symposium or something to help educate the athletes on what they're getting into. But in boxing, it's just you apply for your license through the state commission and voila, you're a professional fighter. But there's education that's missing in the sport of boxing that Protect Yourself at All Times now kind of fills that void, man. So it's important.
Hey, Adrian, how you doing? This is Francis from Canada. I want to know if you can turn your camera sideways so we can get that landscape view.
Gotcha. I'm old, man. I'm old.
That's okay, bro. That's okay. While you're at it, I wanted to ask you, do you feel like the network allowed you to capture exactly what you wanted the fighters, the families, and everybody to see from your point of view?
Yeah, this was my production, man. So everything
Perfect.
As far as like production was paid for by me. Is just I have a partnership with Fight Network to where it's gonna go on their network, but I wasn't restricted or told what I could or could not do. At the end of the day, with respect to Fight Network, Protect Yourself at All Times LLC is my company. So
let me interrupt you a bit. Is your left hand holding the phone possibly?
Yeah, I'm covering up something.
Yeah. Is there? I guess your mic on your phone is still hot.
Got you. I saw what the issue was. I was I guess talking over the mic.
Well, no. I guess by holding the left hand, we hear like the
rattling,
vibration.
yeah.
If you could just set the phone down, maybe, so that
His mic is on his headphone, and so his headphones are up.
My headphones.
So maybe it's the beard. Maybe it's,
that's what it is.
Or the beard or the sweater.
Should I take the headphones off?
No, but maybe the sweater.
Better?
Yes.
Sure, it's better.
It is. It was definitely the headphone rubbing on the sweater and the beard. Definitely. So you were saying.
Yeah. So you were saying that you didn't have to pay for any. It came out of your pocket, and you were continuing from there.
Yeah. No. So it was my production, man. So as an artist, I don't like to be muted or censored by anyone. So we did an amazing job of getting exactly what we wanted as far as the Protect Yourself at All Time brand goes. And it's a lot of good information. I feature Derek James, who of course is former fighter, current 2-time trainer of the year. Also feature Toy Irvin, which is the mother of Evan Holyfield, just to give kind of like the mother standpoint. In boxing, we used to send the dads, but we rarely hear from the mom. So I feature Toy Irvin, Evan Holyfield, of course, Willie Monroe Jr. We did a lot of good things, man. We did a lot of good things. So I can't wait for people to get a glimpse of it.
So you sent over a clip. Should I play the whole 3-4 minutes?
Nah, man, that's the actual episode, man.
Shit.
Yeah, they gotta wait. I sent that to you so you could check it out.
I thought you wanted.
He about to let the cat out the bag.
So are we airing a clip of it or a few glimpses or no?
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to air like a glimpse, I could send you. I can send you kind of like a teaser,
trailer,
but I sent you the whole episode.
No,
man.
if you got a trailer that we could air live, it would be cool.
Teaser.
The trailer. I believe I sent it to you before, man. If I go get the trailer myself now, I'm gonna have to
hang up,
use my left hand and do all this stuff.
It's all good. All good. So we actually had the opportunity to be with Willie Monroe.
Yes.
He was at our event on Saturday, Border Wars 10, and he was one of our celebrity judges. But before that, we had got with him in Orlando.
Yes.
And, we were talking, and he's doing, life insurance for fighters now. So I'm like, here I am thinking I'm being cunning and slick. And I'm like, hey, man, you should really link up with Adrian Clark. He's doing Protect Yourself at All Times. Maybe you guys can, partner. And he's like, oh, I already talked to AC and, we did an episode. So tell us a little bit about having Evan Holyfield and Willie Monroe on Protect Yourself at All Times, and what roles did they play, and what sort of partnership did you and Willie strike? Are you guys going to be offering fighters life insurance with Protect Yourself at All Times? Is there going to be an episode on life insurance? What exactly took place?
But Willie and I worked together for 3 fights. I think it was the Gabriel Rosado fight, John Thompson fight, and the Billy Joe Saunders world title fight. We were working together, kind of from a strategic partnership, kind of manager role. So Willie and I know each other very well, and I thought it'd be a good idea to take an older fighter. Willie's a veteran in the game, but then also take a younger fighter in Evan Holyfield and put them at a conference table with a financial advisor, a CPA, and a guy that's really well versed as far as NFL financial literacy goes, to put them all at a table and give the fighters a chance to ask these guys questions of what they should do with their money when they make it, what they should do before they start making money, what they should do in regards to health or life insurance. And the episode is called Understanding Your Money, but it takes the dynamic of 2 fighters, one young, one older, Willie, one older, but then also financial advisors, guys that have managed millions of dollars for individuals, to actually give the fighters some financial literacy from their point of view and from their expertise. So it was a great episode, and it was a great dynamic to put those 2 guys together. Evan is younger, 23, so you guys can imagine what it was like to be 23 years old, if y'all can remember that time. I know y'all a little bit older, but Evan is a very smart kid, or a very smart man, but also a very smart fighter. But he learned a lot and asked a lot of good questions, and so did Willie. But we're working on something, man, as far as Willie and myself, and it'll come out eventually.
AC, just a quick question, right? Without giving up too much of the episode, obviously. What is one of the differences that you saw in the financial trajectory and goals of a young fighter and a fighter that's maybe in the later stages of his career?
Good question. With Evan, he was more so like, yo, what do I do when I get the money? He was really curious about, taxes and like how much taxes are actually taken out of his check. And I think he, had a mindset of, a guy that wants to buy different things and have a certain, like lifestyle or whatever. But on Willie's side, Willie's at the pretty much the ending part of his career. We talked about that openly at the table to where, a couple fights, Willie will be retired. I think he'll be 34, 35 this year, which is young, but it's old in regards to in-ring. So, he's more so thinking, long term, saying, okay, career's coming to an end, trying to, of course, make as much money as possible, but he's thinking more so investments, buying property, things of that nature to further his financial portfolio. So it was cool to see the difference in, okay, a 23-year-old guy that has under, 7 fights, but then you got this guy with 20 plus fights, who's 34, 35 years old, that's kind of on his way out. It was beautiful to see that dynamic, but they both did an amazing job of asking the financial guys questions to help out other fighters, man. It was a beautiful episode.
Hey, Adrian, was Derek at the table as well too, or you just kept it to the fighters?
No, it was just the fighters. Just the fighters. I wanted to make, even though Derek was a professional fighter,
right?
And now he's in a different realm now as a trainer, training two guys that are making millions of dollars per fight. It's a different mindset. But Derek episode is planning for retirement. So he gives a glimpse of getting ready for things to be hung up or whatever it may be. But Willie and Evan's episode is going to be really strong for fighters.
I gotta jump in here, and it might seem like I'm taking you off topic, but since you had Derek James on an episode, and that particular episode happens to be planning for retirement, a lot of people on the internet believe that he is the holdup between the Crawford and Earl fight. Sitting down with him, do you think that he is too business savvy and you can see that being the issue? Meaning, like, he's protecting his guy Earl. Like, he's learned the business being a fighter. Now he's working it from a trainer aspect, and he's just trying to make sure Earl gets everything that is supposed to be coming to him for that fight, or is the internet just being the internet?
The internet is definitely just being the internet, man. Derek is, in my opinion, the best trainer in boxing for a reason, because that's what he focuses on. He focuses on making sure that his guys are well prepared to fight. In regards to business, as far as numbers go per fight or whatever it may be, I'm positive Derek and Errol don't talk about how much he should be getting and percentage splits and things of that nature. That's not Derek. That's not Derek's job. His job is to make sure EJ's ready.
Exactly.
And that's what he does. So that's the internet just being the internet, man.
Yep.
Cool. So let me ask you, any other big features or features in general that you would like to let people know that are going to be on Protect Yourself at All Times when it airs on the Fight Network?
There's one episode, the boxing manager process, that people should really pay attention to. And I feature a young lady that I went to college with. She was a standout volleyball player at the university we graduated from, Texas A&M in Corpus Christi. People should really tune in to the boxing manager process, featuring Shannon. Her name is Shannon Grace. You should really tune into that, because it's an eye-opener. Without giving too much away, it's an eye-opener to how easy it is and how much you really don't have to know to get into the business side of boxing from a promotional or managerial space. So without giving too much away, definitely tune in. Episode 3, tune into boxing manager process. I think it's going to blow a lot of people away that the business is structured as such.
So for those that can't wait, you've already done a podcast for Protect Yourself at All Times, right? And you also...
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question before you switch it? Just to keep on the same thing. I just wanted to know from Adrian, I know this is your baby, this is your project. Out of all the series that you have done, which one would you say hits the hardest with the information? I know they all hit hard with information, but which one is the one that everybody's going to really gravitate to from your perspective?
It's either going to be the boxing manager process and how that goes, because I think, people just don't know how do you become a boxing manager? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really get to see that process or know about it. To show it on camera, I think it's really going to mess people up. But then also understanding your money, which, these guys do a great job of talking deeply about taxes and how their breakdown goes, and then breaking down the money from after you pay your manager, your trainer, and the rest of your team, to get a good understanding of that. Understanding your money and the boxing manager process is going to be 2 episodes that people are going to be like, wow, like I didn't know it was like that.
Cool.
So I wanted to obviously have you let everybody know where they can listen to the episodes that you've done, not only on Protect Yourself at All Times via podcast, but you also released a new book, and you've done short excerpts on each chapter.
Yeah.
And man, I really love those chapters, especially the titles. I felt like reading each title, that could have been an even longer podcast. Obviously, I was inspired and called you up like, yo, I would love to do one with you, just because the titles alone, I feel like we would have some really good conversations among some, mature men that've been through some things in life. Yeah. But please let everybody know what I'm talking about. Give them more detail on what exactly it is that you've done and where they can find it.
So Protect Yourself at All Times podcast, I actually did that. I did that back in 2000 and I want to say 16 or 17. It's very outdated. So what I would rather individuals do until I do another podcast would be, I did an audio book for Protect Yourself at All Times, which is available on Audible, which is pretty much a storage for all audio books or podcasts or whatever. But go to Audible and get the audio book of Protect Yourself at All Times, because I really, instead of me reading the book, I give an author's cut of, where I was at, updated things on where I was at and what I was thinking, like writing those different chapters. So it's similar. It's pretty much a podcast, but it's just me going over the different chapters in the book. But go to Audible and get Protect Yourself at All Times audio book. But my current book is titled Divorce Behavior for Men. And the reason why I wrote the book, of course, I went through a divorce and went through some things, life-changing things that really changed me and reshaped me mentally. So when I was on the internet looking for different things that could help me out to get through that process, man, feeling hurt, disappointed, sad, all those things that most men don't talk about, I couldn't really find anything on the internet, man. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to write a book that could help dudes get through the process. And then I put an audio book behind it, and also I did a podcast of very short, concise statements, just talking about, things like, getting back in the sex game. You know what I'm saying? You go so long without doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, you used to having your wife, but then you get a divorce and kind of trying to refine yourself or find yourself.
You gotta get your mojo back, man. You gotta see if you still got it.
Yeah, it's a process, man. So I talk about that, and the episode, I'm actually gonna put out a new season today, which is the final season. I talk about ill thoughts, like talk about killing yourself, or thinking about killing yourself, or thinking about, harming your ex-wife and the new dude she may be with. I go into detail about those things, even though, I didn't have those feelings, but being in a divorce group of men and getting to know guys and getting an understanding of, damn, dudes really do feel this way after being hurt, by a woman. It's not always, us hurting the lady. Sometimes, we're dealt, a bad card, about a bad hand or whatever. And if you're not healed or taking that process to heal, man, it could do some things to you mentally, man, that put you in a bad space. So the book it's about healing. The podcast is about healing, but it takes understanding and getting things off your chest to get to that healing space, man. So Divorce Behavior for Men is a very good read, a very good listen if you want to go that route.
Yeah. How long was you married?
Man, I was only married a year, man. Married a year. We were together for 8 years. Got married, and shit hit the fan like pretty quickly, man. And like it's like a blur at this point. But that was someone. How it is. I mean, that's been married before, so it's like you in your head, it's like, yo, this is to death do us. You know what I'm saying? And when it doesn't get to that point, or when things kind of fizzle out or something happens, it takes you down a road, man, that, like I said, got to be mentally prepared for, because it's a bitch.
So when could we expect to see Protect Yourself at All Times exactly on Fight Network, and when should we, I guess, bookmark it or save the date and time?
April 6th. We're gonna jump things off April 6th, and we're gonna do 2 episodes per week, and then the last week of April we'll do 2. There's a total of 7, but we're gonna do an extra kind of like episode for the last episode to kind of just recap and review everything. So we're going to go on the digital scale, so it'll be available on Fight Network's YouTube page, but then also it'll live on the Fight Network app that they're revamping. So the app should be ready, I think, by summer, I believe it is, but we'll do something creative on their YouTube channel and really make this thing pop, man.
So if I wanted to see it, I could watch it on my smartphone, is what you're saying, via their app, or the app won't be ready in time for the release date?
The release is going to be on YouTube, so you can still watch it on your smartphone, but it'll live on the app, which will be ready by the summertime, I believe.
So you're releasing the first episode on the Fight Network YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, think about like television these days, man. From my standpoint, what I was getting through to the network was like, a lot of places don't have the Fight Network channel.
Yeah.
Like right now, if I told you guys to flip the ESPN, like that's simple for you guys. But if I say flip the Fight Network, like that's when the questions start. Like, well, what channel is it on, or where can I get it from? So, like, I want those views, man. I want people to be able to assess it easily. So let's start off with the YouTube channel, and then we can go to the app, let it live there. That way we can track numbers better and get a more broad viewership rather than sticking to television.
What's your ultimate goal with Protect Yourself at All Times? Like, when it's all said and done, you want what to come from it?
Like pretty much what it does now. Like I want it to be on a greater scale. I actually have a call with USA Boxing tomorrow to talk about Protect Yourself at All Times and how it can be further implemented into their system. So everything that I want from it is happening right now. But what the end goal is to have it more so kind of like not a union. I'm not looking to start a union for boxing. That's not going to be in my lifetime, essentially. Maybe my son, as he gets older, if he wants to take over the family business, cool. But for me, it's to more so act in the way of a union, to where we're educating and informing, amateur fighters that are preparing for the professional ranks, and then the professional fighters that are preparing for retirement, essentially. My job is to educate and inform them on the business of boxing, so where they know better and then they can do better in regards to their careers and their livelihood. But the call with USA Boxing, if I'm thinking the way that they're thinking, or vice versa, then this thing will reach more individuals across the United States, because whether it be the partnership or whatever we're going to do. So I look forward to that call, and I look forward to Protect Yourself at All Times being more so of a staple, to where when you see that stamp or you see that brand, that that's something that educates and informs fighters on the business of boxing.
What was the thought behind that? It's all right, King. What was the thought behind that initiation to reach out to USA Boxing? I mean, you said it right now, and it just exploded in my mind. I'm like, what a great decision to do, because it's an existing body that pretty much prepares for the pros. USA Boxing has been established for so many years now, so being it a great move. What was the thought process behind that?
I know Mike Campbell very well. Mike Campbell is a guy, he lived in Texas for a while, and I don't know his exact title with USA Boxing, but I know he's the guy that pretty much sets up all the amateur tournament, like the national tournament will be in Shreveport, Louisiana this year. And Mike is the guy that pretty much set up the entire tournament. But Mike and I jumped on a phone call just to catch up. It had been a while since we caught up, and we were just kind of just throwing ideas at each other. And I happened to bring up Protect Yourself at All Times and what it does, and he's like, "Yo, that will help. That will work for us." Because you think USA Boxing, I mean, their job is to license the amateur fighters, make sure that the fights are regulated and things are fair across the board. But the thing that's missing the most is the educational system. I think in so many ways, USA Boxing could be looked at like the NCAA, to where it's like you have these hub of young fighters, amateur fighters, but there's no education that's being displayed for USA Boxing, of course. And it's not their job. Their job is to just make sure that these guys are safe and the rules and regulations are carried out, but to twist and protect yourself at all times, to where now there's an educational system to help out amateur fighters in the United States, just with the basics of boxing, you know, understanding you're a business owner, knowing what you're signing, understanding your money, taxes, planning for retirement. Those are things that it's like essential, like learning your ABCs or your numbers. It's needed if you're going to look to create a career in the sport of boxing.
I think it's a hell of a move. I think that was a great decision, man. You're preparing them before they even get into the pool of sharks, so to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah. So kudos to that, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I wanted to say thank you, too, just for – my bad, Ness. My bad. I just wanted to say thank you, too, for doing that, because people don't really understand the intricacies of professional boxing, how you get paid, how a manager's supposed to get paid, who the manager's supposed to pay out of his purse, what percentages. Everybody just, you know, some managers just come up to you and talk about something, well, I can manage you, I can get you some fights, I get 33%. You know what I mean? You like, wait, dang, like, then you start doing your math, like, wait, and then somebody else might say, well, a manager can get up to 33%. It's what you negotiate, and then some people don't even know that. Some people don't know the manager's supposed to pay a certain type of person on your team out of their person, stuff like that, bro, and contracts and taxes and, bro, I really appreciate that, bro, because as a black man or any color man, for example, when you don't, a fool will part ways with his money, and that's in every book. So, straight up. Like, if you trying to help somebody keep the money in their pocket for their family, because we know boxing is, they say it's a dirty business, but is it dirty because you don't know your business? You know what I'm saying? It's not dirty. People just don't know their business, and what you're doing is a good thing, bro, and I'm going to follow that because I can learn more. I can learn more.
So, Adrian, I wanted to ask, in a perfect world, what would the partnership between you and USA, well, rather, Protect Yourself in All Times and USA Boxing be like? Like, if I'm an amateur, how do you envision me, you know, I guess coming across Protect Yourself at All Times through USA Boxing? Like, how does that merger work for you and work for them in your eyes?
It has to be like the way I broke down the book. The way I broke down, I mean, I planned it to be a symposium in the beginning, not necessarily a book. But for me, it's just the curriculum. As you think about in school, you have math, science, language arts. You break down the different subjects, but it turns out to be a curriculum. And that's the way I see it working out, to where, even though, of course, not going into deep details, I don't know how far we're going to get tomorrow, but how it works from my standpoint is that, you look at to Protect Yourself at All Times, it's like a curriculum, and the curriculum is the chapters that I just recently broke down, understanding what you're signing. Boxers are business owners, paying your taxes, understanding your money, planning for retirement, your ego, your entourage, like all of those things are essentially, curriculums that the fighters need to know. I'm not, and I want to get this understood, like I'm not looking to tell guys who you should or should not sign with. From a manager standpoint or from a promotional standpoint, that's not my job. I did that job years ago as far as management goes. My job is just to make sure that the guys are prepared, so once they do essentially hit the ground, they can hit the ground running rather than hit the ground, fall, break a leg, and kind of get with the wrong people. Then their career is set back 3 or 4 years, and then they learn stuff finally, and then they're kind of back on track. But then the buzz is cold, and there's a lot of guys I talk to, man. I remember one guy, Vincent Arroyo, who's out of New York, I believe it is. I think he upset Willie Nelson one year. And I remember Vincent reaching out to me. I think this had to be like 2012, 13. But it just, signed too many contracts, man. Was tied up with the wrong people, and dude just wanted to fight, yo. He just wanted to fight. Like he was like, yo, I don't know what I need to do or how I need to do it, but like I'm just tied up so many different ways. I want to fight because I know I can be the best. And man, I tried helping this dude so many different ways, man. And just at the time, hell, I didn't know enough. And like to this day, like I don't know what happened with Vincent Arroyo. I don't know where he's at or if he's on social media or any of those things, man. But like that shit hurt that I couldn't help. You know what I'm saying? Someone that reached out to me for help during that time. You know what I'm saying? I think his record was like 15-2 or something like that. So a really good fighter. Is just he just didn't know what to do, man. So I feel like if I can catch guys early, if I can catch the fighters early, like that will help them out and not falling into certain traps or ruining their career, so to speak.
I don't know what just happened, but you sound so
Got
much
clear.
better.
Yeah, hella clear.
You came in clear.
What? Something just like changed the whole.
Your finger was on the jaw. You got to keep your finger off the jaw.
Don't even do nothing because you
Don't
sound
do nothing.
so
You clear
right
right
now.
Holy.
Believe me, all this time I'm like, fuck. What? Why is it still
Sound
noise?
like-
But
yeah.
now, right now is fixed, which sucks. We almost at the end, but
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah,
is
we
there
heard
any
every-
social media? No, we heard it. It just was a constant like background noise. Now it's super duper clear. But any
I got a question real
go
quick.
for it.
Adrian, can I ask you a question?
What's up, yo?
When you was a fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was your pre-fight meal, and what was your post-fight guilty
Yo,
pleasure?
bro.
Like you got to have it when you get out the ring.
Bro, I'm thinking about the amateur days, bro. I was so nervous. I don't think I ate before the fight because I didn't want to shit on myself.
Hey, yo, that's the thing too. Nobody want to eat
Everybody
too much.
thinks about that.
Eating roots, lettuce, fruits, all types of shit.
Yeah, so no, I didn't eat before the fight, and honestly, I do this thing where I pace back and forth, like even in business before meetings or whatever. I usually pace back and forth. I walk in a circle, and that's what I did when I was fighting. Before warming up, I would just pace back and forth and kind of try to see the fight in my head first, and what I was gonna do, and go from there. But I started too late, man. I wish I would have. I started at 21. I wish I would have started like learning how to box at an earlier age. Would have been more seasoned, I think. But aside from the nerves, man, I didn't eat. And
after the fight, what was that you just had to have it because maybe you didn't have it during camp?
Shit, IHOP. Well, we went to IHOP after. Ooh. Even I fought Timothy Tipton first, and then I fought Dennis Hanks. And me and Dennis, after we fought each other, he won by decision, but we were both old enough. We drove to IHOP afterwards, man, and we just sat down at IHOP for hours.
I gotta ask.
What's up?
As soon as Dennis beat you, did you say, "Yo, where's Dennis? I need to take a picture with Dennis"?
No, hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no. Hell no.
Exactly.
No.
Yo,
it wasn't.
Yo, what if you beat somebody, right?
Oh,
and
here
they
he
came
goes.
up to
Hey, yo,
you.
Keem, don't listen.
They came up to. Why you had to put him out there? Oh, you put him on. I kept it nice and private. Yo, my man took a beating and then was like, "Yo, I gotta take a picture." Yo, where he at? Marvin, take it. I ain't taking no picture.
He did not take a beating.
I don't want no picture. I don't want no
AC,
picture.
he trying to troll him right now, man.
Oh, but I told Chris, Chris fought on you. I'm proud of Chris. I'm very proud of Chris. But I told Chris, I was like, bro, because I saw the video and I was like, yo, at the beginning of the fight, it's like y'all already know it's a respect thing. But when he reaches his glove out to dap you up before the fight, bro, like I'm talking about when the bell ring.
Yeah.
Like, bro, shake it off. Like it's a competition. Like, we come from an era, bro, we competitors. We can be friends. We can be cool, cordial after the fight. But during that joint, bro, no, it's a war inside the ring. But afterwards, I'm not taking no picture. I don't care if I win or lose. I'm not taking no picture with you after the fight. We gonna eat, but I'm not taking no picture with you, bro.
Dang.
No way. No way.
That's why you looking like that.
Yo, it's funny.
Even if the guy's your friend and you're fighting your friend.
No, there's no this era is just different.
Yeah,
I'm not taking no. Like I said, me and Dennis went to college together. We were cool.
Right.
I'm not taking. I'm gonna dap you up, bro. Good win or whatever it may be. Even though I thought I won the fight,
but
good
no
win, bro.
Though. He
hit me up like, yo, you trying to go get something to eat? Yo, let's do it. Like, with no eyes around, with no pictures taken. Went ate, chopped it up, laughed it up, and that was that. But this new era, bro, I
I'm too much of a competitor for that. I ain't taking no pictures with you.
I see what you're saying.
So Adrian,
Chris did good, man.
Okay,
Chris 2.0 did good. He just was too tense, man, and that's lack of sparring. I don't understand why these guys do that. Go in that ring without getting that sparring, shaking that like nervousness off.
It's funny because when he, I'm usually busy during the day, so we got up late at night before he left. It was a Wednesday. The day before he sparred, so we kind of went through a simulation. I was like, yo, I'm going to prepare you for the first round. I said, after that, you got to make the adjustments based off of the guy you're fighting, but I'm going to take you through the first round. So I see some things he did in the first round that we went over, but it's like he only sparred one time to get ready. And I'm like, bro, that's...
He was in good shape, though, because I'm telling you, we've been doing this now. That's the 10th season, and I've seen a lot of first-timers. His first round was decent, but he would tense up, and he wasn't keeping them hands up, man. Jesus, I'm like, Chris, keep your hand up, and it just
I heard you.
It keep going down. It keep going down.
Them gloves get heavy, man.
Gloves get heavy.
Gloves get heavy.
It's so
hey, Ness, when you back in the ring, man. I think honestly, I don't know what rules or whatever, but I got somebody that's your height.
Ooh.
That's here with me in Dallas. That he's been watching some videos. He's like, yo, I don't know what rules they got or whatever, but I would like to see him because we the same height. And I'm like,
but what weight is he?
Chris is 240.
Ooh. I mean, officially, I retired yesterday. Because I felt like we're just not Saturday's event was almost perfect. I still needed Francis directing fighters where they didn't even know, even though it was 13 fights, they still didn't even know where the ring walk was. So I had people going the wrong way, even with caution tape. Like, it's a murder scene and you still trying to cross the tape. You know what I'm saying? So there was a few things that needed to be corrected so that we could have had a perfect event, and we didn't have that. So I actually retired Francis and Doomy, Mario. It's over. It's over.
We all got retired, man.
None of us can fight because we're
I never got
close.
my shot again.
We're so close from not only being able to throw a perfect event, but this particular event now that we're doing in June 12th is going to be in Wisconsin in Watertown. We've already announced it yesterday, and it's going to be the first time we get to put on an event in front of 400 to 500 people. Like, we actually got a venue that loves Border Wars and wants us to come to their bar. So not only do we get an indoor-outdoor venue, not only do we get to sell tickets, but we get to have women in corsets with the push-up bra bringing you your drinks. You want some vodka, we got it. You want Tito's, it's there. And that's the next step, man. I mean, this could be more for us. It could be TBV Promotions, and we doing low-level fights for the rest of our life. So for me, it's that next step in the evolution of Border Wars, and we got to go to Wisconsin for that. And I just want to make sure that it goes off without a hitch. Now, the bigger it gets, the money starts coming in, then maybe we can hire people to replace us for a certain amount of time on a certain Border Wars so that we can participate as fighters. But right now, I want to put on a perfect event. I'm a perfectionist, man, and I hated seeing certain things that we could have done right if we just weren't short man. But this one is the best one yet. It was so close to perfect.
The building
man.
Was rocking.
It was
man.
amazing to have people in the building, man. It was.
We had a hiccup. We had a hiccup from jump because even the gloves. It's like when you hit me up. I was like, bro, like come on,
we still
man.
made it happen.
Yeah, we made it happen, man. We
made
the some fighters fought in their own 16s, and the ones that we did get from the order. We did get to use those, and we made it happen is all that mattered. But again, even in time, like we usually are like 2 hours late. We were 17 minutes late from start time. So I just want to keep dialing it in till it's perfect, man. And and then when that happens, I'm sure.
We back, man. We back, man.
We back, man.
We back.
All right. Well, let me know for June, man. Hopefully, I can make it. But y'all already know I'll take care of whatever y'all need, bro. Just let me know.
Official.
Appreciate
Well, thank you.
man.
There you go. He just announced the first sponsorship. Protect yourself at all times.
There you go.
Definitely going to get you guys the headgear and gloves once again to keep you protected at all times. We do appreciate you. Look, I don't want to keep you too long. I know during the day you are a full-time dad.
But hold on though, let me get my final question.
I know what he's trying to bring you in. I'm telling you, he's been telling me for a while, so be careful. He's trying to get you a fight, Adrian. Watch out, man.
Adrian, I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to do that. But listen, Adrian, before you fight, man, what was that song that you would listen to that would either get you hyped up or get you calmed down or get you in the zone?
That was 2009. It was 2009. What was the song 2009?
Something that was hot then. All right, cool.
Yeah, that had to be something that was hot that was there. I can't remember the exact song. I used to watch B-Hop all the time, his highlights or whatever, but I can't think of that one song in 2009 that really amped me up to get in the ring, bro. But yeah, I used to watch a whole bunch of B-Hop highlights, and that was that.
I love it. Hey, Adrian, real quick, are you down for a 6-minute celebrity fight?
Yeah, well, who?
You got 6 minutes in you?
Yeah.
I'm with it. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna talk.
Yeah,
man.
even out of shape, I got 6 minutes in me, bro. So
see, there we go. There we go.
Don't say out of shape.
Let them know, AC, you walk around ready at all times.
Ready at all times.
Don't do it out of shape, man. I don't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't do it out of shape. It got real. Matter of fact, I'm actually doing a short film, and I have to lose a lot of weight for this. So catch me after the short film.
So what would you fight at? What would you fight at? What would you fight at? Hold on.
Hold on. But you're acting in it, so you have a role in the short film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. But I got to lose a lot of weight. So currently I'm like 250. But if I can get down comfortably to like 215, then yeah,
how you gonna do it?
So why don't you hire Derrick James, man?
Oh, bro, trust me, we're gonna be good. If I'm getting ready to fight, I got to go with the best, bro. I'm not going with somebody that's
you need to get
just
a film
friend or
crew
whatever.
on that. Get a film crew on that, man. Do a few episodes of you getting down your weight loss journey, man. That'll be good for your brand, man. You know, fighter, promoter. Fighter, author, boxing manager. You know. If you
motivator,
look, that's good for the brand, man, because you're showing people that you can do, some of the things that they do in this business, man. But listen, give out your social media so that everybody can follow you. Also, give out Protect Yourself at All Times social media. Once again, give that release date and where they can watch the episodes before you go.
April 6th, we're gonna kick off Protect Yourself at All Times exclusively on Fight Network's YouTube page. So go to subscribe to Fight Network YouTube page when you get a chance. Social media wise, AC_Clark on Instagram, and Protect Yourself at All Times is PYAAT__ on Instagram. Twitter, I think Adrian Clark. I'm never on there, but yeah. And Facebook, Adrian Clark, and there's a Protect Yourself at All Times LLC Facebook page that's usually updated regularly. So
April 16th. April 16th.
April 6th.
April 6th on the Fight Network YouTube channel.
What time is there? Is there a specific time?
No, not yet. Not yet. We'll handle the premiere as we get closer to it. But yeah, we'll do every Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday, a new episode will drop.
Cool. How many episodes in this series, AC?
Nice. It's 7, but there's gonna be an extra one, so it'll be a total of 8 episodes.
Okay. And you're gonna be releasing them weekly or bi-weekly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, weekly.
Yeah. On what days?
Tuesday, Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursdays. Okay, Tuesday and Thursdays. All right.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that Alex versus Adrian celebrity fight, man. Lioness.
No.
Thank you, Adrian, for coming on the show. We appreciate you so very much. It was a good one. You all gotta go ahead and check out. You know what I'm saying?
No disrespect to my co-host, but I'm just saying we want a bigger celebrity to fight our celebrity.
I mean, we can. You know how that go. Takes a lot more. It takes a lot more for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to know too. Exactly.
Like maybe another boxer. Maybe Joseph Diaz's boxing manager, right? The former one. He got some anger in him right now. The MTK.
We try to have fun, not have a brawl.
You talking about Ralph Heredia?
Yeah, the Hispanic one that's right now mad at Joseph.
It's either Heredia.
Yeah.
Give me somebody. Give me Sam Watson. Yo, I know you're older, but give me Sam. I want all the smoke with Sam.
I actually got Sam's number, but I doubt his son's gonna let him get in the ring.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have the Watson twins looking at you.
We can pass it down to the sons. Don't matter.
We have to make that happen.
Yo,
Brandon.
Yo. Let me see who else is out there. You know, the thing is that a lot of managers these days are trainers, man. Was it like that when you was a boxing manager? Because it seems like a lot of trainers are also managers.
Yeah, I was against that. I always was against that. Even from like I was 23 coming in, 23, 24. But I'm like, wait, your trainer is also making business decisions for you. Seems like a big conflict of interest to me. So I was always against it because it's like, you know, you at the end of the day, you think about the money that you're gonna make. So it's like if it's 10%, I'm thinking, okay, well, how much are we getting for the fight? And I'm kind of calculating in my head. It's like, nah, I don't like the guy that's preparing me to be making business decisions for me. He can have input on like matchmaking or whatever it may be, but in regards to negotiating my contract, I need someone that has leverage for one, but then also someone that can actually strongly negotiate on my behalf. So it's been around, but I strongly advise fighters against it. I don't care who.
Yeah, I know somebody who was doing that, and he like, yeah, I gotta pay him the coaching fee and a little manager fee. I'm like, bro, that's like 40. Like, bro, you tripping.
I mean, it works for some people, right? You got to think of Sean Porter.
It never works. It never works. Listen, my
it ain't working for Porter. It ain't working for Crawford. Come on, you tripping?
No, listen.
Is it working for Terrence Crawford?
It's not.
What you mean, AC? Why? Because he can't get the fight?
Coach, managers manage.
I'm going to say this, and I can't, it's not the point of me, and people are going to say, oh, you know, he's from Dallas, he's sided because he's friends with Errol and Derek. No, even if it were the other way, if it was Errol in the position, bro, go sit with everybody before you sign a contract with the home team, essentially. When you become a free agent, your contract is expired. It's your job. It's your manager's job to say, look, we're not going to sign nothing right now, fam. We're going to go sit with Al Heyman. We're going to sit with Oscar De La Hoya. We're going to sit with Eddie Hearn. We're going to see what everybody has to say, what they have to offer. Then we're going to bring it back to Bob. Like, can you match or can you exceed this? Like, what are you going to, like, Al got all the welterweights. How are we really going to make things work? If we sign back with Top Rank, he got all the guys I want to fight. How does that look going forward? I don't think that happened. That couldn't have happened, because if it did happen, I'm sorry.
Well, it did. It did happen because remember that it was leaked in an article that Bud signed an extension and that Bob was supposed to pay him $1 million if he couldn't get him the big fight. So that's why he fought Velasquez for like $3 million plus $1 million on top for not being able to get him the big fight. So they put that at least. I mean, I would sign that contract. If you came to me as a manager and said, look, we could go to Al or we could stay with Bob, and he's saying he going to get us not only Earl but Pacquiao, and if he don't, every time he don't, he going to give us $1 million on top. I'm like, let's do it.
But I can guarantee you.
Let's make it happen.
I can guarantee you, had you went and sat with everyone, Al Heyman would have let you know to your face, you won't fight Errol Spence. You won't fight any of the welterweights that's under the PBC brand unless you are with us. That's a negotiation tactic that any promoter would have strongly pushed to him. Like, I don't like the fact that he's, sitting back calling guys out. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Like, you had a chance to make it happen when you were a free agent, and you could have signed with the Premier Boxing Champions to comfortably fight any of those guys and make the same, if not more, money. So I know I kind of sound biased, but I just feel like as good as that dude is, and as big as his name is in the sport, just to automatically just go back, like, nah, bro, his leverage could have taken him elsewhere and made him more of a bigger name and got him more money, and he could have fought anybody comfortably if he would have went with the right people. My opinion.
Well, let's go, champ.
Yeah. A lot of people. Yeah. Thank you, Adrian. That was a good one. No, because people will say, like, you know what I mean, that the minimum that he's get, the guarantee that he's getting is more than some welterweights are, but that's not allowing him to get the fights, right? He's getting the guaranteed money, but he's not getting the fights.
I see him as a guy just sitting. He's like kind of waiting, essentially. Like, can he fight? Can he get a fight? Can he secure a fight with Sean Porter? Can he secure a fight with Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence? It's a struggle to secure those fights because everything is not run under one roof. If the Premier Boxing Champions was the association and Top Rank, Golden Boy, Matchroom, all those guys were just the subsidiaries of the sport, then yeah, everybody can fight everybody. But that's not the case. The case is Top Rank is on their own island, PBC is on their own island, and the other promoters respectfully. So if those islands don't connect, if there's no ferry or no boat to those different islands, you're not going to fight against the guys on that island. And I really wish that business would have been handled differently from that end, because that dude he's really, really good and too good to not get the opportunities to fight against the best guys in the division.
And protect yourself at all times. Do you go through those through those topics, and not being able to move yourself in and out of contracts in your career because of certain stipulations they might have put on there?
I don't go deep into it because again, it's like ground level. I think you're trying to if I try to go into that, it'll have to more so be with a group. Let's say if I had Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, all the top welterweights, if I had them all in a classroom, then I'll go deep into that, you know what I'm saying, that topic with those group of guys. But if I got 20 amateur fighters, I'm not going that deep into as far as like how you move. I'll give an example, but I wouldn't go too deep into it because their understanding of it just wouldn't be there.
Maybe an advanced course, off of protect yourself at all times,
Maybe.
I gotta ask, man, if you got Willie those last 3 fights, which were 3 big fights, especially the title shot versus Billy Joe, like why did he sign with Split T? Why you guys didn't continue?
Oh, but that's the thing, and it's something we talk about all the time, man. It's not meant like that's why I don't understand signing these contracts for 5 to 7 years. Honestly, the timing of those 3 fights, it was Willie and I got together after the Golovkin fight. So it was at the time he lost the fight and he was with Banner Promotions. So it's like he was kind of at a standstill. His former manager was doing some janky things or whatever. I read the interview and I reached out to him. I reached out to the reporter and I got in contact with Willie. So knowing Art Palulo, we got some things straight. John Thompson fight was the first fight back. Then it was the Gabriel Rosado fight, which was supposed to be win this fight.
Which people forget, but that John Thompson fight was a big win. John Thompson was coming off of a knockout of Brandon Adams that not even fucking Jermall Charlo did, but everybody glorifies his win over Adams and forgets John Thompson from Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to Mons.
Alex.
He stopped motherfucking Adams, and then Willie went on to beat him in the Bucksino tournament, man.
Yeah, so and it's like, the way we were supposed to fight Canelo after the Gabe Rosado fight. We negotiated whoever won the fight would get Canelo next. Of course, Canelo gets hurt, but Palulo told us like, man, it'll be a while, but he'll get a world title shot. It's going to take a minute, and it did. But he got the world title. But the point I'm making is that was our zenith. Like him fighting against Saunders. If he would have won the fight, who knows where things would have went. He didn't win the fight, and he remixed a lot of things with his trainer and with everything else. So that was our perfect time to work together. But after that, I stayed in support of Willie. He signed with Al Heyman after that. Yeah. That was something that I was in support of. Even after him and Al split ways, I was in support of him going with Split Team management.
That was I got tight for that, man. He popped when he was supposed to fight Jermall Charlo. Whatever happened, and then they got rid of him. I was like, damn, man, he didn't even get his opportunity to do anything with PBC, man.
That I was on the phone with him when we got the news, you know what I'm saying, about the testosterone or whatever it may be, but he didn't. I think Willie's a guy that is just talented dude, man. It's just the business of the sport, man. Kind of dealt him some some weird cards or whatever it may be, but it's not meant. It's not meant. And going back to your question, it's not meant for you. If you can spend your whole career with a fighter, that's great, especially if everything is going good. But sometimes, man, you get in, you get the relationship, you get the fights, you get paid from it, and then everyone just goes their separate ways, man. That's how it is sometimes, and that's not a bad thing.
Yo, they coming for you. They know you got a relationship with Earl. They said, LV Slugger says, why don't you tell Mr. Hidden Valley Spence keep that strap season energy when it comes to Bud Crawford? When asked about Bud fight be his biggest payday. I guess I don't know. When asked about the Bud fight. Oh, all right. So keep the energy when asked about the Bud fight because it'll be his biggest energy. I mean, as big as
payday.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be his biggest payday, but okay. Like, actually, Canelo or Manny Pacquiao would be his biggest payday, not Terrence Crawford. But it'll be both of their toughest fights, I believe. Be a good fight, but wouldn't be his biggest payday by far. So
was you in the building in England when Willie took the Billy Joe fight, or did you stay back home? And
No. I was in the building because they started. There was like a brawl that broke out behind us. Like, I think it was like the third or the fourth round. Like, these dudes got into a fight with these girls, man. These cats was punching women. So it's like it kind of spilled ringside, so we had to move. It was electric in the building. It's just, we didn't get the decision at the end of the night.
Were you there for the weigh-in? Because I feel like, they played Willie, man. Like, how that little boy was able to get that off, man.
Yeah.
What
the hell?
I was there for the weigh-in, but I wasn't on stage. I wasn't near the stage or whatever it may be. But yeah, the whole thing, that setting was definitely weird, but we're not from London or England, so it's like some of their rules is not the same as our rules over here. So yeah, I wish Willie wouldn't have, because I think Willie kind of touched the boy's head or whatever it may be. I wish Willie just wouldn't have came in contact with the kid in the beginning. So yeah, that was a good experience, but it was weird from touchdown to takeoff. It was just weird, bro. It was weird.
Well, Adrian, man, once again, give out that social media. I know we kept you a little longer than another extra 30 minutes, actually.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, Instagram, AC_Clark. Follow me there and protect yourself at all times. It's PYAAT __. But yeah, we all good, man. I'll hopefully see y'all in Wisconsin, man.
Nah, man, let's get you at least once a week before the release, just to continue to keep it fresh in people's minds and push the YouTube channel. Make sure they know where to get it at, and see if you can't get me that teaser. So the next interview we can release a little bit of teaser and let them know what it's all about visually.
Got you, my dude. Good talking with y'all, man. Y'all take care.
Any directors or anything you want to, shout out that might have worked on the project with you?
No, I mean, I don't want to sound pompous or arrogant, but written, directed, and not filmed by me. But this is my project, man. Like I said, this is my baby, so I wanted to make sure that it, was funded by me, but then also that I was the one that was directing things and writing things and making sure that it was what I wanted at the end of the day. So this was this is my project.
Take all your credit, because when they come knocking at your door, you gotta tell them, hey, don't edit my creative, and all sponsorship go through me, so they can't get no money. See,
right, I feel you, brother.
Real talk, bro.
That's a former professional fighter, Troy King from the Bay Area, Oakland.
I'm from Akron, Ohio, but I live in the Bay Area now.
Yeah. Okay, but
so I know Earl.
I used to live in Cleveland, man. So I got love for Ohio.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I know Earl. You know what I mean? I used to be on other platforms, and we had a thing at one time, like on.
Yo, Troy crazy.
Troy's different.
We had a thing. He wanted that work, and you wanted a week worth of work. You ain't take that one day.
No, I don't want no one day of work. I need a whole
camp. You ducking a lot of one day work, man. You ducking a lot of.
I'm not a one day worker. That's how Hank got me.
Corey Frank want that shot, man. Corey Frank want that shot, man.
Corey
Wisconsin,
looking for you, man.
Let's go.
Corey looking for you, man.
Word, man. Yo.
All right, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, brother, man.
All right.
Thank you so much, man.
Yo, respect.
Yeah, man. Good
Corey
call,
on your
good
heels,
call.
man.
Corey is on your heels, man. Give us that main event. Stop fucking playing, man. Bring the whole family, wife and kids out.
What I could do. My
You
family
know?
can't even travel, but I'll see what I could do.
Yo, that's in the country, man. That's domestic.
And you
flight.
automatic main event, getting the VIP treatment and everything.
You know
so
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
to whoop some ass like you
Get
say
you a
you trying to
dressing
do.
room
You know?
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So you got a nice shiny mirror to shadow box in front of. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yo, what's the name of this company, man? I want, let me see. I'm gonna find it and send it to Doomy, man. I want them to sponsor us, man, for this event.
Let's go, champ.
Yeah, this looks like a good connection here.
Let's get on it right away. Yeah.
Call you right away. We're going out to the phone lines. You know the number to call in, 14255-695241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. And if you don't know, now you know. June 12th is going down. Border Wars 11. The momentum doesn't stop. The ball is rolling. It started as a little golf ball at the top of the mountain in the Everglades. No, wrong place. What's the other one? Everest.
Everest.
I said Everglades because I'm down here with Keen. But it started off as a little snowball, a little golf ball snowball at the top of Everest. It's just rolling down. It's huge right now. We about to take over cities, man. We rolling straight through cities with this motherfucking Border Wars thing.
And we pulling up some other things that's in the background too.
87 days left, all right? So this is no joke.
Yeah,
you know
we ain't playing.
We not slowing down. It was 90 days 3 days ago. We got 87 days left. If you want to be a part of Border Wars 11, which is going to be absolutely the biggest and greatest one ever. I mean, it's going to be live streamed on the BPE network. It will have, bartenders. You'll have VIP tables.
You
got
outdoor
standing and sitting seating, indoor, outdoor for you smokers. We even have a big projector to have the fights on top. And did I tell you it's going to be streamed on TV? Okay, I said that. BPE, that's right. So you want to be part of this card, you better contact Ness, Francis, Doomy, even Marioski. Marioski. Let's get it on. But right now, we're going out to the phone lines. Once again, the number to call in, 14255-695241.
Super
Press
chats.
One time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Super chats. We're going to take it from the top and see who we missed. I got on the list looking like...
Call you the list.
You stopped at
well, we got to go all the way back.
Yeah, Eric Cruz.
At Eric Cruz. I'm going to LJ Juarez, who says, as a Mexican American, I am happy we can claim both Canelo and Benavidez. LFG. Life fucking great. All right. M Easy in the BX says, salute to TBV. What is left at 160 for Charlo at PBC? Absolutely nada. What about you guys? You guys got another better answer? Maybe you think there is something left for him at 160.
Yeah, I just said the division was hot like a year and a half ago. Now there's like no names, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody moved up.
Derek Lincoln says, salute and good morning to the panel. What y'all think about the Estrada versus Chocolatico fight? I believe Chocolatico won that fight. What do the panel think?
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
I kind of watched it. I didn't watch it in full, but I watched several rounds. And first of all, I guess all of you've heard the judge that was out of his mind.
Suspended by the WBA?
Yes, sir, out of his mind. So
that judge got paid off.
Yeah, it was a good fight, but I felt like Chocolatito had taken over, a little bit towards the end of the fight. Like I don't know, I just saw that he had better work, but it was a great fight. It's just that the scorecards were that scorecard just made it really, like, he left you with a bad taste in your mouth. But I thought Chocolatito pulled it off. I'll go back and look at it again in more in depth. But damn, yeah.
All right. So back to the super chatties from Noel, No G in Dallas. Get ready. Canelo versus Saunders in Arlington, Texas, May 8th. Will be announced this Wednesday. Texas, the new Las Vegas. Let me see something. When is May 8th? Because if I could slide in the Border Wars in Texas, I'm down.
In May 8th?
What?
Hey y'all, hey I'm about to go. Hey, I was on the East Coast. You lucky I didn't come to New York to see you because I called your phone and you didn't answer me.
Who?
Yeah, you know I'm talking. Yeah, he know who I'm talking to.
Damn.
What you talking about, Champ?
I didn't even call. I called you like right after you gave me your number and you ain't answer me. But then I was like, when I was on the East Coast, I was gonna call you, but I wasn't gonna press you like that.
Was I on the East Coast or was I in Florida?
I don't know. I was hoping you was gonna be on the East Coast because I was gonna come to you and bust your ass in this
crazy as hell. Just hit me.
You ain't busting nobody's ass till you take the Corey fight, man.
You know what I'm saying, Troy? You man,
take the Corey fight,
capping,
man.
Bro.
Yo, Doomy is like 248, man. So if you can't fight Corey, you can't fight Doomy, man.
And Doomy
Hey,
hard
I'm
as
talking
shit.
about training. Hey, I'm about to I'm gonna see what I could do. I gotta train this fighter because my homie got a fight. He actually in the garage right now. We train. He fight at super middleweight.
Fight, man. What's your man's name? He a pro or an Ami?
Yeah, he a pro. His name Lamont Quarterman. Come here, blood, real quick.
How many fights he got? How many fights he got?
How many pro fights you got?
3-0, 1 knockout.
3-0, 1 knockout.
See, this is why we gonna
This is who I be sparring with. He a super middleweight. So like, I don't know if y'all want to check him out on where your information at.
_330. Lamont Quarterman, look me up on YouTube, man. We coming.
Let's go.
We coming.
He used to train with Sean Porter and them, and Kenny and them, and Kelly Pavlik, and he just been through a lot of different things. He been shot twice, and these brothers I have to take a hold of them by their collar so I can get them out of their situation, so that I can show them that the talent that they do got, we can add addition to it if you take this path. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing right now, and I really appreciate y'all letting my mans get on here. I'm about to finish training him. So we'll talk about the Corey joint. I got you though.
All right, think long.
Yo,
you
King,
think wrong,
don't pay attention. Oh man.
Think long, you think wrong, man. But listen.
I'm gonna be in the gym today.
Listen. I am totally with a 53-day turnaround. Like, if y'all want to get it in Texas, we could do Texas, man. We could do Texas. We could slide in a little small Texas card as long as it makes sense. Just saying, because Canelo is Canelo. You can't miss a Canelo fight date. I mean, I just think Border Wars in Texas around a Canelo date would be huge. What do you mean are we going?
Nah, never mind. Forget it.
Appreciation night. It's already due. Maybe we talk off air.
I mean, appreciation night, Border Wars, or both.
I think that
Saturday night, Border.
I think we should leave the appreciation for Wisconsin.
That's what I was gonna say. Wisconsin, Border Wars,
Wisconsin is difficult for appreciation night.
Why?
Because man, how many fighters I'm gonna get to fly out to fucking Wisconsin, Watertown? I never heard of that in my life.
Do you hear what type of event we trying to have right now?
It's different, man. I'm just look. We going to callers, whatever. Let it all sit in everybody's head. But I'm just saying, as a promoter, I am willing to do May 8th.
So then, let's do an appreciation May 8th. Forget the Border Wars fight. Let's do an appreciation in Texas May 8th.
I mean,
and we do the fights at June 12th. So it'll be Border Wars appreciation in Texas.
The thing is that Texas, we got a really good gym. Carlito mad talking about forget Border Wars. TBV should be covering fights. Nah, man. Nah. we fight around fights. We got Border Wars, man. It's that you don't see the vision, man, but you will one day. Just stick around, man. Stick around, man. That dude that he just brought on at 3-0, bro, he need a fight. He could be fighting on one of our cards, man.
For sure.
Believe that, man.
For sure.
Let's do Adrian in Wisconsin, who's bringing us all to his city in Watertown. Let's go. Yo, Adrian, everybody's going to beat on you if you lied about your city, man.
Yeah, they're going to be on your head.
Yo, for real, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like the IG, for real, Adrian. Y'all need to put pictures of the fucking
man,
venue.
we about doing shit the right way.
I want to see pictures of the venue on IG, man. Get pictures of the venue on IG, man. I want to see the venue.
Yeah, man, I gotta go. I gotta go up there, so I'll get some pictures up there for you. But yeah, you know, we're all about doing it professional. It's gonna be done right, the right way. We ain't gonna have no hiccups. We're gonna do it the right way. It's gonna be legit. It's gonna be way different than this gym experience. Border Wars is great. It's been a great experience, but this is gonna be something very, very different from what people expect. This is really gonna bring that.
What can they expect? What can they expect? What does the bar in Wisconsin, Watertown, bring as a venue to host Border Wars?
First of all, we bring the space. Second of all,
what kind of space? How many square feet is this place?
About 6,000 square feet.
6,000. For those that don't know what 6,000 square feet look like in a business, paint us a picture.
So put it like this: we got 2 courtyards outdoor that are connected, but they separate from each other. It's private. So back there, we already have a stage. We throw live shows. Plus, we got one of those bars that has a garage door out there where we open a garage door. It opens up to the outdoors. That's one section of it. All right? That'll fit hundreds of people. Now, you got to understand we got a big indoor event center. So in there, it's big. We throw rave shows, bands. We have all sorts of comedy shows, all sorts of events. Because we're a destination bar. Then we got a real chill lounge. So couches, copper bar top, signature cocktails, you know, high-end shit. That's connected to an axe throwing range. I don't know if anybody's been axe throwing, but we also do that as well. That's George's business. And then we have an old school arcade right across the way in the hallway. So when I say we're big, you're going to see the pictures. We do everything.
Live DJ?
Yeah, bro, I'm a DJ. Come on, man. I'm the house DJ.
I'm showing them the Instagram.
So Adrian gonna be on the 1s and 2s?
I'm showing them the Instagram. It's gonna be light shows and lasers and all that good shit, right?
Hell yeah. Trust me, man. We about to show out on a different level.
Now, how are the fighters not gonna hit their head on that wood if you put a ring in there? That's hanging above,
yeah.
On it and above? Man, do you know how high that ceiling is?
I don't know. It looks pretty short on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's why I said you need some new pictures.
Maybe that's just one part of the room, yeah, because that bar that roof looked a little short, yeah.
Listen, listen, bruh. It used to be an old wood mill that people drove through. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, them wood things that you're talking about are like 20 to 30 feet up.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so unless
actually, now that picture you just had right there, now I see what you're saying. It looked a little high. Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, no, this one looks high as hell. Cause look at where the DJ's at, and
it's
then
the angle.
The ceiling.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a really big space, but depending on what side you take the picture from, it will look a certain way.
Yeah.
But like we're bringing.
So we're expecting how many capacity? How many seated chairs are we having in this location for Border Wars 11?
So now, if we can get outside, we can definitely seat probably 300 to 400. Inside, we can probably seat just seats alone, not standing room. Inside, we'll probably get 150 seats and then another 80 to 100 standing room, depending on how far we open it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just really gonna depend on the weather. Like, obviously, you coming in June, it's gonna be really nice and warm. So don't worry about that cold shitness. You're not gonna be cold.
I don't know. I'm showing video. Everybody got sweaters in the bar. This girl got on a sweater. This one got on a hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Check the date on the post. If it's in the winter month, they're wearing the right thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's February. It's February, man. We in March. Like, it's February 23rd post.
Right. It's Wisconsin, though. Listen, I came from Florida, got off the plane in Chicago, and the shit was like 33 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like,
time to put the sweater back on.
Hell yeah. I traveled with the whole sweatsuit outfit because I already knew what it was going to be when we hit the ground. But like I said, we're going to bring a great experience. Like, this is a town that's had its own boxing club. It's got its roots in boxing. So the whole city is going to be happy that this is coming back. We're going to have the whole city behind this. We're going to get fighters from Milwaukee, Madison. So, you know, people got to sign up to Border Wars. We're going to have people in your weight brackets. We're going to have people. There's going to be a lot of eyes on you. I mean, not only everything you guys are bringing is TBV, but we are going to bring a lot of eyes to people, and we're going to make it a top-notch production.
So,
we got the
so you got some heavyweights. You got some heavyweights for our heavyweights because we got Smoke 'em Out Jay. We got Kendrick.
Oh yeah.
We got Brandon Lenz in the chat.
Yeah, we got Brandon. You know, he's allegedly gonna sign up. We also got you know, in the cruiserweight division, Sean, Rel. You know, so yeah, so we're trying to. You want to do? So what you want to do is Border Wars versus Watertown?
I mean, not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily need to be that. But what I'm saying is, Ness, we discussed how many fights it needs to be
you said
a
8.
real event.
You said 8.
To be a real event for us, because we can't. You know, it's going to be a lot of investment and time and money for us.
We almost got 2 fights already on paper. Locked in. You know, we got Rel and Sean that want to fight each other, and we got Corey and Rel's 147-pounder. Unless we could find Corey a bigger fight, which we've been trying to get him the Troy fight or something bigger. You know, we want Mitty, but I don't think Mitty could make it to Watertown in June 12th. He already said in the Border Wars chat. So, you know. But listen, man, thank you for the information. We're going to continue to pump it up. Watertown, Wisconsin is going down. Home of Adrian. We're going to be at The Bar. It's called The Bar if you want to look it up on Google. And we will be there June 12th. Now, again, you know, I know Texas is big. And if we could slide one in May, I'm willing to take on the challenge of a 53-day turnaround and do it in May and in June. That's how I'm doing. I mean, I love Border Wars. So that being said, we're going out to New Orleans. J-Mac, we talking Benavidez, wanting a shot at Charlo, Canelo, and Caleb Plant. And we're asking you guys, who do you think he actually beats?
Don't forget Mario and Show Kid.
Mario and Show Kid, you know, we gotta find out.
That's hypothetical, yes.
Yeah, we gotta find out what's up with Mario. That's the only one that we're not retiring as of right now because, you know, he's never really been a part of Border Wars from you know, like the back end side.
Yeah.
So he's not necessarily missed. Could we use him as a co-host? Absolutely. Can we use him because of the level that he takes the preparation to? Absolutely. But he also has redemption. At least Francis won before I retired him. You know, it would have been even worse to be retired as with a loss. You know what I mean? So even
like you did me.
No, you got even you got your redemption in your little exhibition with Mitty, right? So
true. And we all know I didn't lose, so it's all right. You know it. You know you've been painting this picture for a while. You want to be the only guy.
You know what I know? This is what I know. I'm gonna show this for you so that you can see what this is.
What are you gonna give me? You're gonna give me a list with a name and me having an O and then a 1. Come on.
No, that's not it.
Rich, this is gonna be it right here.
Where is it?
Him telling the lie.
No, I'm actually just looking to show you something that will motivate you. One moment. Where are we?
Riff King.
Oh, here it goes.
There you
ready?
Go, Riff King.
Count 15 seconds now, and you'll see it 15 seconds later. But this is Marvin in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
And that person that just walked next to him is Doomy in 2018. Look at the pause right there. Look at Doomy's body, face, neck, chest, and look at Marvin.
Yeah.
It looks like they did a body swap from 18 to right now. This is motivation for you. That's all we're saying, buddy. You know,
I'm going into the gym.
This is motivation right here. You were so
close. Lie. Felt heavy.
You were so close right here. He was like 183. So close to what I believe what I believe he could walk around at, which is 175. He should be able to walk around at 175.
No problem.
But this is you. Look at it. Look at his face. He's like, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Send me that clip. I want to put it on IG. Let me get to J-Mac in the building.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me, shit is whack. So efficient with it, don't check stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it, next I only got a minute. Get ready for the Mac attack.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
We hear you, champ.
Hey, good morning. Benavidez and who?
Benavidez against Jermall Charlo or Caleb Plant.
Yeah,
I mean, he's calling out all these guys, man. He wants the top guys. He wants these fights.
I'm a bigger fan of Benavidez and Jermall because Jermall seems to be claiming he being avoided when he does have fights at 160. Actually, a little bit delusional. And Benavidez responding to what Jermall said. So pretty much Jermall goes after guys and talks and call guys out. I ain't saying about that life, but that Benavidez fight would be actually a good fight for him, a big win. I don't have him winning. I actually have Benavidez beating him. But it'll be definitely a big fight for Jermall at this point since he don't want to fight none of the guys at 160, and he holding on to him and his brother Latifit from years ago and stuff like that when he can still be trying to unify.
Connecticut coach.
Hey yo, hold on, real quick. Before we go to Myers, man, shout out to you, Coach Myers. I just want to say, man,
Myers, FYI, if you can get Cassius Chaney to be your coach in Wisconsin, then I'll unretire Francis, because then it would be beneficial for the brand for Francis to fight you because of the Chaney, connection and being live at the event, only making the event bigger. So then, we push him to sacrificial, sacrificial entertainment, and we pay to replace him as a, person that is needed to have the show go on.
Let him get his call off. Go ahead.
I just want to let him know that
I'll respond after.
It's like that. It's like that. Like, it's like anybody that's retired. If you make it worth their while, they come out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to let him know that it was available.
Yeah. I hear that. I said that for Border Wars 10. Cassius was down. And y'all still ducked me and took Stainless anyway.
He was just being a man of his word. He gave Stainless the fight before you actually offered anything.
What do you mean? I called out Francis before Stainless. Let's not forget this. But you told him to take.
They actually was working in the back end, man.
Pittsburgh, that's from Pittsburgh.
Say what?
Before we hit the show.
It's been Pittsburgh before.
Before the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they all stood in the same hotel in Pittsburgh out there, so those fights were brewing.
I mean, I just gotta hit him up to see what his schedule is like. I don't know if he got any type of fight plan or anything like that, but I gotta hit him up and see. I think May will be more realistic. In Texas,
I hear you.
To make it happen. To be 100% honest with you, I think Texas will make more sense in May. As far as to make it happen, it's a lot closer because he's in, I think, Miami right now.
I mean, just know that it's real hard to get a straight flight from Miami to Texas, man.
Yeah, but it's closer. I mean, going from Miami to Wisconsin, that's going asking them to do a lot right there.
I don't know. I found my flight, and it was less than $350 for a straight flight from out of my airport. But I'm on the other side. You see, he down there in the boot.
He's doing this. He's just doing this off of friendship. You know what I mean? He's a professional fighter, so I mean, he might. But you know what I mean?
And I understand. That's why I'm saying that we are open to negotiation if you can confirm a celebrity coach, because it only helps the brand and the event be bigger. So that's all we're saying, If you can't, you can't. And then Francis plays director.
All right, that's cool. So are we going to aim for May, or does it have to be Wisconsin?
I mean, Wisconsin is just better. Imagine Cassius Chaney being your coach in front of 400 to 500 screaming fans. It's just
But I don't care
different.
about him being my coach in front of them. It's just me knocking out Francis in front of them people.
Hey, well,
you know what I
there
mean?
you go. There you go.
That's
You got
it.
400 to 500 people to do it in front of. That's the big thing.
It's all good. As long as he make weight, we can make it happen. But I'll talk to Cheney today. But that's my call.
All right.
Anyways, yo, as you know what I'm saying, the talkers always talk. When it happens, they always build up another one, you know what I'm saying? But I still
Floyd said it.
you gotta remember something. You know what's crazy about that too? Is now I understand. I was about to say, now I understand the role as fighters and what they go through. I.e. Floyd, Canelo,
Yes.
all these fighters, Andre Ward.
Yes.
Because when you look at it, right, I haven't even made it home yet.
No.
To hug my kids
No.
or my girl.
You ain't even finished celebrating.
I didn't even finish
And
celebrating
They
yet.
already
And
got the next killer lined up.
They already got somebody lined up and the date lined up for me, man. I ain't make it
Yo,
home yet.
you on your Canelo floor right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they like, nah.
There's always somebody.
Nah, that wasn't good enough for you, man. You tripping. That's the man that they built.
But
The man they
told
said
you.
that I couldn't beat.
But I told you,
You
they
know what
was
I'm saying?
gonna call Stainless old.
I couldn't beat him.
Bruh,
You know what I mean?
and
He
you
called
know
me
what?
out. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I'm gonna clear this up because I see Riff King.
Crazy.
I see Riff King giving you a lot of shit. Let's make it clear that Stainless contacted Francis 48 to 72 hours before the fight and said, "Yo, forget about making weight." Cause I don't want any excuses when I beat you up.
When I whoop your ass.
He's like, yo, you only got 48 or 72 hours. How much weight could you realistically lose? Don't worry, we don't need no weights because I don't want no excuses. But now I see that all of a sudden people are using that as the excuse. So I just want to put that out there that, the fight could have been called off. The fight could have been, he could have made Francis continue to lose weight, which he was more than willing.
And I was willing to pay.
He sparred in his box raw to lose weight, and there was no issue with him paying. So Stainless chose to go in there and not take the money, not force. Because remember, I was all for forcing Colin. I kept telling Boxing Therapy, I think that was Border Wars 6 or 7, like, yo,
I got the footage.
Drain him.
Yep.
So my energy didn't change for
At
Francis.
all. Nope.
He should have made weight. Drain him.
Yep.
Drain him.
That's
Drain
what he
him.
said.
You know what I'm saying? So, Stainless chose not to. And he also chose not to wear a cup. And now I hear him yesterday saying, I got hit in the nuts. And
Which
it's
is
like,
crazy, yeah.
bruh, I know for a fact Doomy was enforcing you to put on a cup. And you kept saying you didn't want to wear a cup. Now you saying XYZ, the fight went a certain way because you got hit low. Next time, listen to the ref when they tell you to put on a cup. Why wouldn't you want to fight with a cup? Like, even pros spar and fight professionally with a cup. So, like, they never not wear a cup. Just FYI. JT.
Hold on. Before you do that, man, let me get my call up. But I feel like how fighters feel, man. Like I went through the whole camp, when everybody was against you. Stainless called me out, called me names, and everybody said Stainless gonna kick my ass. Nobody. But shout out to my motherfucking brother, man. The heavy-handed edition, JP from Long Beach, man. Shout out to you, man, because, from when we was in Dallas hitting pads with Doomy in the living room, he was already told me already, like, a long time ago, like, I know you're going to beat Stainless, I know you got that if factor. I know you know your boxing. So I just wanted to, in front of the whole world, man, in front of people, let you know that, I appreciate you a lot for your support, man. Sir Bishop is another one. Shout out to you holding me down always. And my family, man. And I can't forget, the two people who worked with me closely. And that's Nestor Gibbs, who was at the gym. He seen me put in the work. He seen me kept working when everybody was stopping. I kept working, whether I was skipping, hitting the bag, sparring, whatever it is. Me and Doomy, shout out to him. Now I can see why he got Nestor 4-0 with the IBF champion. People ducking him because the game plan was sublime. We executed the way it was put together, and we worked. And shout out to everybody who, who was behind me, supporting me, man. All love. I don't care what nobody got to say. At the end of the day, when they build him up and they say that he going to do this to you, he's bigger than you, he going to knock you out, he going to knock you out. Coach Myers talking about he going to knock me out. Yeah, it's all well and good until you get punched in the face. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face. So shout out to you, and you. I just want to get home and enjoy my victory with my family, and then we can talk about everything else after.
Word, man, word.
Step your game up real quick, fellas. Came in hard.
Hold on. Yeah, because we stopped at No OG in Dallas. We got plenty more where that came from. We got Steve Munoz, just to go in order. Jermall, and I quote, "No vaccine. You're not 25 years old. Charlo is scared, and so is Ronnie Shields. All the Canelo haters should be bashing Charlo, but they're crickets. Nowhere to be found." Cricket emojis. Brandon Maurice in Cincinnati, Ohio says, Charlo facing the Laura versus Cornflake winner. Hashtag PBC diet. Oh. I don't believe that. If he wouldn't have dug in his bag so deep, those dudes are 54-pounders. Even though Charlo has a history of fighting 54-pounders, so I get what he's saying, but nah. Laura got a history of saying he'll fight 60 and never move up. And a history of saying he'll fight the Charlos and never actually fight him. LV Slugger says, oh, we said that. And Ken Stone says, no love for Estrada Chocolatico today. The little guys gave us the fight of the year last night. If Julio Cesar Martinez moves up, we got a new 4-weight king. Or we got new 4 kings, I guess. I don't know. Who knows what he knows? Step Your Game Up says, bless up, family. Dealing with the snow after this crazy blizzard. Listening to one of my favorite shows. Hit the like button, you squares.
Everybody put your hands in the air.
All right, I refreshed. And that is everything. We're going out to Cincinnati, Ohio's own.
Get over here!
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up from back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. From jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, good morning, man. Can y'all hear me?
We hear you, champion.
Yes, sir.
Yo, that YouTube chat is relentless, man. Somebody said when you were showing the footage of Wisconsin, that looked like where they filmed Get Out at, man.
Say what?
That's JP.
They said Wisconsin, where they filmed, when you were showing the bar, they said it looked like where they filmed the movie Get Out at.
Yeah, that shit gonna get a lot of flavor when we come through, I tell you that. Yo, listen, it's wherever we at is where the party at. Yo, he controls the music.
I talked to George, and he gave me a little insight on that town, man, and it's also near lakes. There's especially during the summertime party after party, fair after fair.
I don't even
so
care. As long as we got the control we got, I'm good.
Yeah,
with the control.
Listen. If we're doing it in June 12th, we're not landing just for the border wars. That there's other things after we do border wars that you could do if you're coming out there. Maybe you want to go by the lake, maybe you want to go go to a fair or something like that. So it's like not only you're going to get the super action that we're bringing and all the amount of people, the ambience. I mean, there's just so many dynamics that we haven't had just yet that are going to happen in Wisconsin. So for all those that are kind of like saying Wisconsin, like what the hell is that?
Oh yeah,
believe
man.
Me, we've been well informed on what goes on during the little amount of time that they have actual heat in that state. So during that time, there's a lot of things going on, and George has been bringing entertainment to that town, back to that town. So he wants to do everything the right way and do it real big. So you guys will have a treat, definitely.
Dig that, but hey, I would say is, man, listen, we got all that shit in Cincinnati, and we got the Queen City Cobra who won the fight. So keep that in mind, man. Bring one to Cincy.
I mean, do you got a venue? Do you got a venue? Because that's the thing. You not understanding. We actually have a venue for the first time. Yeah, Ant won the fight. Ant won the fight. You think Cincinnati is a cooler place, but do you have a venue that's gonna allow us to host an 8-man fight card? Well,
we can find one.
Get the word, Don King. Get the word, Don King. I would gladly come to Cincinnati. Let me tell you, I've been there for multiple. I've been there for multiple fights, and the last one was Broner versus Manuel Teller, I believe. So I would gladly go to Cincinnati, but I mean, we need a venue. It can't just be tongue to cheek. We need a venue.
I got you. I'll get on the horn. But as far as the topic, I don't feel like harping on fights that ain't gonna happen, man. If it happens, a good fight. I favor Benavidez, but man, that shit ain't happening. I see, like I said, Charlo's gonna fight Cornflake Laura winner. That fight is at 160 next, just so you know. And David will probably fight like Lionel Thompson next, man.
Shit.
Let's just be realistic.
If he at 160, then that makes sense, man. It's about time. Laura been asking to move up, man. He gonna move up now when he a grandpa and shit.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think that fight happens, man. Like I said, David will probably
get out of here, man. My man got like 18 minutes because he made us talk about Border Wars.
Yeah.
Yo, who else we got? We went to Myers. We going out to Crespo's Keem. What up?
I thought JT was on.
Wait a minute.
Yo, he disappeared from the line.
Yeah. What is it? Maybe I don't know. Tell me what a pool counter is. Pool counter? I've never heard that term before. That must be your term. You must have been.
Yo, he's a. Yeah. That shit make me laugh.
Yo, what up? Y'all hear me?
What up? Good morning.
What up, man? That's the great Floyd Senior letting Skip Bayless know he don't know shit about boxing, man. That clip is great. But yeah, what's the topic? Benavidez, right?
Benavidez calling out top guys after he takes out, Ron, and who's going to answer the calls? Jermall Charlo, Canelo, he wants so bad. Caleb Plant, he wants. So,
man, we need that Plant fight, man. They've been beefing so long. We need that Plant fight, man. Honestly, because, well, I mean, I would love to see the Charlo fight. Don't get me wrong, I'd like to see it. I just don't think Charlo wins. And the fact that Charlo's not even at 68, I don't think that fight's gonna happen, man. I'd like to see it, but I got Benavidez beating him, man. Does he get that Canelo fight? It don't look like. But wasn't the Ronald Ellis fight a WBC eliminator?
Yeah, but that's still a year away, man. That's a year away. Come on, you know how it works. 12 months after the date.
By that time, Canelo gonna be fighting Anthony Joshua at heavyweight.
Hell yeah. He done with this division after this year. After September.
If he goes undisputed, he's done with 68. You think, or he said that already?
Yeah, he moved. Yo, what he gonna do? Defend a bunch of fucking titles and get sanctioning fees?
Fight a bunch of Mandos, get that record up to like 72 and 1.
Nah, man.
He
ain't Vladimir Klitschko just fighting anybody, man.
Here you go, man. I like Benavidez. He's a great fighter. I want to see him in those big fights, whether it's Charlo, Plant, Canelo, any of them, man. He's got the chance to win at all of those fights. So put him in there, man. Why not? The kid, as long as he can stay disciplined and keep himself on weight.
I agree, man. I want to see it. We going to King Born, Brooklyn.
When you see old dirty bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Yeah, man. What's going on, y'all? Yo, peace to everybody in Border Wars. I just want to give a RIP to Marvin Hagler. You know what I mean? Top 10 fighters of all time, 62, 3, 2, 52 knockouts. He once said that if you cut my bald head open, all you're going to see is a boxing glove. He lived it. You know what I mean? I'm very sad about this, man, because it was like, that's the dude that made me want to watch boxing. He was always ripped up in shape. He didn't bullshit. He ain't play no games. Do you know in 1974, he fought 11 fights? 11. Never ducked nobody. These dudes now don't even fight a whole year or 2 years. So we got to give more respect to the legend, man. R.I.P. Marvin Hagler. Peace.
All right. We got some super chats to get to real quick. Looking like Carlito's Way.
We got Texas Bulldog.
Champ, fall back, man. Is it in order? There's an order to this, man. Either pay attention to the order or.
I thought it was the order, but
Way says congratulations, Francis, with the fist emoji and the glove emoji. Then we got Texas Bulldog who says Benavidez versus Ellis was 1,000 times better than Yeardem.
Yeah, thank you, Carlito. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yes, continue. The Texas Bulldog, that was a good super chat.
Show Kid up next.
Show
You
Kid
got Show
said,
Kid.
put some respect on Next Up Promotions' name. We don't know what losing is. We celebrating our victories this week. Holla at us on Monday.
Yeah, we 3-0, and if you count me, we 4-0. We got Show Kid, who stepped in there for the first time with a fighter who's 21 years younger than him.
Yep.
No,
Show Kid is officially official. He's in his 40 and over club.
Exactly, who outweighed him by a good amount, and he won. Then you had the Queen City Cobra, who solved the problem.
Yeah,
Adrian
but he
Rowan.
ain't in the 40 and over club. So,
He not, but he got the dub.
He did something, but it ain't special.
And then
It's
we
special
got-
when you do it over 40.
We got Border Wars pound for pound. They're not giving them the respect yet, but he'll get it. Corey Frank took on the bigger man and got the victory. You know what I'm saying? Some things happened in that fight that could have made it even more significant, but that's the past. So we don't talk about the past, but he got the victory. So that's 3-0. And you count myself, that's 4-0. We don't know what losing is all about. Shout out to Show Kid. We'll catch you on the next show. You dig?
Shout out to DJ Khaled, man. All we do is win.
All we do is...
Yo, let me get to Amin, who was in the building as well.
sir.
What up? Buenos dias.
Hear ye.
What's good?
What up?
What's good, family? Listen, I must have bumped my head. Let me shout out to Bo Mason, man. Let me shout out to Bo from Bama, man. My guy for sure. Yo, the whole Benavidez thing, though, man. Benavidez, I would like to see the Benavidez go up against Plant, but I think Durrell is back in the mix, y'all. I know y'all gonna feel like he didn't do as well as he should have against a 54-pounder, but he won. You know what I'm saying? In the way it is,
wasn't it a
68,
draw?
Well, yeah, it was a draw. It was a draw, but you know what it was like? The reason why I said it because people looking at like he won. They looking at it like he won. What was it? Chiron
Davis
shut it down, right? It was shut it down. Yeah, like they looking at it like he won because Durrell didn't knock him out or didn't stop him. Like, no, these dudes are fighters. So homeboy stepped up. He's a good fighter. He gave a tough fight, but you can't take that away from.
Davidian, Buffalo Falls.
BBV.
What up?
What's good, Doomy? Francis. Congratulations to the man from Canada.
Yeah.
What's the topic though? Y'all talking about Benavidez and
Benavidez in his post-fight interview says he wants Charlo, Canelo, Caleb Plant.
damn, yeah, I want to see all them fights if that's possible. Because I mean, with the Caleb Plant, he got the the little beef that they got going, so they could settle that. And I would love to see Charlo move up to 168 and fight him, because that would be big, man. So, whatever. I want to see what happens. We just gotta see what happens. Be careful what you wish for, though. At the same time, but David's a good fighter, though. I rock with David and all of them actually. So, but yeah, that's my call. Shout out to all the callers and stuff, and God bless y'all.
All right,
Bless,
peace, man.
man.
Peace. Yo, we
got a super chat
There you
from
go.
Step Your Game Up. It says Tyson versus AJ 2-fight deal. All right. It looks like it was made. I think I got a notice too from the ESPN. Border Wars check put that up there too. Looks like it's signed. Is that what we're
Don't know, but we got Hawk, Maryland.
Hawking them down.
Hello.
What up, Hawk?
What's happening?
Yo, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing this morning?
Good.
blessed?
All right. I saw a couple things. I saw Ness working with the heavyweight. I can't think of his name.
Mike
Coffee.
Coffey.
Yeah. And I saw Francis working out too. All y'all boys look like y'all was serious about doing y'all thing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But one serious note, man. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, man, one of the greatest, man. Much respect to him, bro. Especially when he beat the Beast Mugabe when he was 25-0 with 25 knockouts. I mean, Marvin Hagler, bro. And the Jermall Charlo trial, I just don't even see that. Jermall Charlo's at 160. They don't do amazing things like Canelo and jump through weight, so they don't do it. They ain't gonna do it.
Yo, Hawk, why you being so mean?
It's the truth, bro. They're not going to do it, man. They'd rather sit around and let somebody else do the other thing and then complain about when people do stuff that they are, quote-unquote, not supposed to be able to do. So, you got to jump out there and do what these guys are doing. You can't just, everybody just waiting around for one guy to fight everybody. It makes no sense. But Caleb Plant is a good fighter. He seems like he's going to wait around and not fight nobody until that fight, just so he don't lose before that fight. There's like everybody worried about this fight with one person, man. I just don't get it, man. I mean, and then when he fights, whoever he fights, it's a complaint. It's like, this person ain't good enough. Okay, we'll wait for the next one. He fight that person.
Hawk, man. Music to my ears, man. I can hear you talk all day if you're going to talk like that. These guys going to get jealous, man. I got to get to the next call, man. But Dan, thanks for calling. We're going out to Chief Red in Mississippi. What up?
What's happening?
What's happening, y'all?
What's good? What's good?
In the spirit of Marvin Hagler, Jermall Charlo step up and fight David Benavidez at 168, just like Marvin Hagler was trying to beat.
Hey, can you talk into the microphone or something? Because we hear more background than you.
Oh, my bad. Let me just speak up. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I was saying in the spirit of Marvin Hagler, man, that Jermall Charlo should go ahead and step up and fight Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Can we get a campaign going for Hyman McGill to fight Demetrius Andrade? Don't they both fight on the zone?
Yeah, but Andrade got to fight with Liam Williams. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna whoop that boy. We already know that.
We shall see. We shall see what he brings.
Hey, let me ask y'all one question before I get up out of here, man. Do y'all feel like David Benavidez should have to prove himself again because he screwed himself out of his own position by fighting all those undefeated no names in the division before he started calling out these big money fights? Or did he get the big money fights all of a sudden just because he got a name?
Nah, because he got 12 months anyway to wait, right? Like, he ain't getting no mandatory shot at Canelo till 12 months from the date of the year them fight. So let him fight whoever won't get in the ring with him till then.
Put me on the screen, champ, on YouTube.
Oh, you not?
Nah,
you walked away, man.
You got me in the shadow.
You walked away,
got
man.
me in the shadow.
You've been in the shadow realm the whole time, champ.
Yo, we going to LV Slugger. What up?
LV Slugger.
LV. So he gonna be in Wisconsin.
LV, what up?
Fellas, what up?
Talk to us.
What up, man? Yeah, Benavidez, man, he looked good, man. I thought it was gonna go 12. Ellis looked pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, he did better than what I thought. Cause after watching him against Korobov, I ain't think he was gonna look that good. But yeah, he did pretty good against Benavidez. But yeah, Benavidez, man, he doing exactly what he's supposed to do. I'm a Charlo fan, but this man talking about snapping your neck and doing shit like that, he doing exactly what he supposed to do. I think he want that Charlo fight over the Plant fight now. You know what I'm saying? Just with him talking like how he been talking. Eventually, hopefully we get it. You know what I'm saying? Can't be talking like that and expect, him not to say or do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we do get that fight. The Plant fight I'd love to see, but like they said, I think he gonna wait the Canelo opportunity out. And yeah, Benavidez did his thing, man. Good fight. But before you cut me, man, Francis, what after the fight, man? What was your guilty pleasure?
Yo, a post-fight guilty pleasure, man, was some guacamole and chips, man. The guacamole and chips at the restaurant was fire.
He did have guac. Yo, so what you had before the fight, though?
To be honest with you, we didn't even eat. I had a banana and
Man, Francis had pancakes under his bed, stored and shit.
Oh, that was from the day before that. That was some next shit. What was? What
Yo, check Keem out talking about I got the guacamole. Man, y'all all got it after me.
Nah, here we go.
Only thing King did was pay his tip
Yo,
first.
shout out to King, man, and his lady, man. They actually offered me some guac and shit.
And he was sitting right beside you.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't sharing,
My
man.
best friend and shit was going ham on this shit. He was like, nom, 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 nom.
He was, mangling that
Bruh,
shit,
I
dog.
literally didn't eat all day. He wanted me to share the first little appetizer.
I wasn't faint, reffing 12 fights.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you ain't order
a drink of water every
guac?
third matchup.
Why you ain't order a guac then? You know what I'm saying? Let me get to.
Don't worry,
Mr.
Baltimore's gonna pay for your next guac. Don't worry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yo,
shout out to GT too, man.
If I go over, just bill me. Just bill me. First thing we're gonna say is that my man Benavidez got hit with 89 jabs. 89 jabs by Ronald Ellis, a no-name in boxing. Just keeping it real. We're gonna be blunt. Charlo's best punch is a jab. He might be the best jabber in boxing. If y'all don't think that matters, fine, but let's put that out there. I think that Benavidez gets hit way too much to last in a fight versus Charlo. I think he loses to Caleb Plant, and I think he loses to Charlo. Next up. Black boxing fans need to stop thinking that Twitter.
Canelo?
Who?
David Benavidez.
Oh no. Canelo whooped his ass too. Canelo beat him too. No. Canelo beat him too. He's only 24 years old. So it's okay that right now he ain't ready for these guys. He's 24. He got a long way to go.
Right.
People don't forget how young dude is.
Right.
But anyway, black boxing fans need to stop thinking that Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram make ducks out of fighters. No. Turn down contracts make ducks out of fighters. Not Twitter wars, not Twitter beef. If you think these dudes are actually afraid of other fighters, you're crazy.
Yep.
Now, this is the big main fact. Mikey versus Earl, step up. Canelo versus Kovalev, step up. A versus Paulie, step up. Khan versus Canelo, step up. Brook versus Triple G, step ups. Every single one of them fights had a belt on the line, you idiots. Every single one of them. You want Charlo to move up to 168 to fight Benavidez with no belt. That takes away from what's been going on in the pattern that all the boxers, promoters, and managers have been going. If I sat down with Wade and he told me the reason why they don't respect Benavidez is because he lost the belt. Everybody disrespected Benavidez because he lost his belt. If that dude gets his belt back, then go from 160 to 168 and get that strap. Because history will remember you as being a 3-division champion, not necessarily who you beat, because Benavidez, again, is 24. So if he doesn't move on to do great things, nobody's going to care that you beat that man. Get that belt, make it at 168, or bring your ass to 160 and take his belt and be a 2-division champion. CYP out.
Yeah, so makes a lot of sense. I mean, the only counter argument that I could even think of is, you do it for the pay-per-view.
Yep.
And
is the pay-per-view bigger than the belt?
I always thought that it was a pay-per-view. That's why I always say that this is his Mikey Garcia.
And the pay-per-view to you is bigger than the belt, right?
The way Earl had Mikey and they were able to do a big-ass fight in Dallas, then I'm thinking him and Benavidez, maybe not in H-Town, right? Because we don't get many fights in Houston, but maybe in San Antonio, maybe in Dallas. You know what I mean? It makes sense. Financially, where you're moving up, not for a belt, but I get him. He makes sense with the whole, why you going to move up if it ain't going to be remembered in the books? Because Benavidez lost his belt. So, yeah. Natural Wiz, Hamilton, what up? Canada,
Wiz,
what up?
We got the club, baby.
Congratulations. Representing Canada.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
As for Hadouken! Based on style, and I've been watching a lot of fights, that is the fight for Benavidez to win. Just based on style, he likes to sit on his hooks and whatnot. Charlo, I'm not too sure if it's the Bright brother that likes the uppercut, if that's the one, but Charlo would definitely have to box. He would box. Yeah. Plant, that would be Plant's fight to win. He'll dance. But if he lets him in, Benavidez is going to do that all night. That's what I've seen. For Canelo, easy win for Canelo. In a sense of he'll probably treat it just like the other guy that he hit him with a body shot, right? I can't remember his name. The other champion, former champion, right?
Rocky Fielding?
Body him. Yeah, body him just based on style. Like, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of UFC boxing, and then after a while, when you think that certain guys should win, it just seems to me the style. The style seems to win, and enforcing your will, right? Just making your style shine, right? The one that can do that wins, regardless.
We got the commissioner, Sony.
What up?
Champ. You there, champ? Oh, I gotta hit you.
Hey, yo, what up, TBB? Can y'all hear me?
We
hear you, bro.
Hey, yo, bro, it's been a long time, bro. Peace and love to everybody out there, the host and the audience. Yo, I just wanted to give a rest in power to the marvelous one. You know, we lost a great legend over the weekend. Just wanted to send peace and love out to his family. And shout out to you guys for putting on Border Wars. You know, from the show, I could tell it was a major hit. You know, shout out to all y'all. Congratulations, and peace and love to the back channel. Always. Peace.
All right. Real quick, we're gonna go ahead and do a standing 10 count RIP for Marvin Marvelous Hagler. Yeah. Let me mute all.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the legend, man, the one and only. You know what I'm saying?
Marvin Hagler.
Marvin Hagler, the one who said it's tough to get up and train and fight when you're, sleeping in silk pajamas or, you're sleeping on silk sheets. And he showed that, it takes heart to do what you do. And they even named, a box raw suit after him in terms of just his hard work and what he's put into the sports. Amazing fighter. Definitely a part of the Fantastic Four, we like to say. No, guys?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
One of the Fantastic Four.
Gave us, I think, one of the most exciting 3 rounds in his bout with Hearns. So, he'll be remembered. And there were so many other fights that weren't recorded, and we weren't able to see because he fought so much, and so and at those times it wasn't like like now where we have so much networks and stuff like that. It was different back then. But again, rest in power, Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest to do it, from Newark, New Jersey, had moved out to Europe, living out there. So again, shout out to Marv.
And to his family, man. Prayers up to the family. You know what I'm saying? That lost a loved one. We got some super chats that we got to get to just before we move on. Because, I got to get to the airport and get out of here. So I got to get to the airport. So what's the next one? Next one is Ken Stone that says Big Shot Shaw versus Jermaine Franklin, April 22nd on NBC St. Louis. Stand up. If you didn't watch the DAZN card last night, you lost your hardcore fan privilege. Shaking my head.
Ohio Runs Boxing comes back with another one and says, I thought Canelo sent an offer to Charlo before. I don't know who.
It was that's what they had said.
Let me get to Corey, North Carolina. Talk to me.
Is that Corey? The fighter?
What up?
Yeah,
nah, this is not Beaumont,
No,
Texas.
not the fighter.
What up, Corey? Talk to us.
But, good morning to y'all, man. Yeah, good morning, man. I wanted to give Francis a shout out, man. I was kind of worried about you after watching you and Jordan do that body bang. But congratulations to you, man, on getting that win.
Thank you.
Ness, you be throwing that little baby uppercut too, man. Is it just you be going halfway, or is that just that natural baby uppercut?
Anyway,
It's just from what I was watching, man. Just from what it looked like a baby uppercut, bro. But as far as the topic, man, Benavidez is a bad boy. That's all I'm gonna say, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you picking him to beat everybody? I mean, talk to me.
Everybody, Benavidez will rock everybody, man.
Wow.
That man, it's gonna take some. That boy got some dog.
Counterpunch from I mean. Sorry for the late counterpunch. I mean.
Nah, man, it's all good, man. Let me say this, man. Marvin Hagler and Ray Leonard split up my household. That's me and my brother. You know what I mean? Not Jay, my other brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the Hagler mentality. My other brother's, Sugar Ray Leonard. He's the flash and the dash, and that's, that fight as little kids watching it. Like, me and him, we started beefing. We started fighting each other. Because I felt like he was talking too much shit. He felt like Ray was winning. I'm pushing him in front of the TV. My folks had to break it up. Marvin Hagler is one of the best to do it, and he represents Newark in a very special way. We only make world champions. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, also add John Thompson to that. He beat Brandon Adams, regardless of what y'all think about it. Still has the belt, even though he lost it. But still, shout out to Marvin Hagler and his entire family. He means so much to the sport. And, yeah, man, that fight, man. Leonard and Hagler, that shit. My parents, they whooped our ass and told us brothers ain't supposed to fight like that. Y'all don't fight like that, because that fight meant so much to us as little kids. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't have been more than.
Cut it. Brandon, Texas.
I just heard dude talking about Charlo. I mean, he having to step up and there's no belt on the line with Benavidez, so he shouldn't have to step up. Well, guess what, bro? Benavidez lost that belt in August of 2020. So if this came back up, that's what Charlo could have said. That would have been an easy way out. Oh, nah. When I talked about Benavidez, he had a belt that I wanted. And people could have said, you know what, that makes sense. But not only did he not say that, Benavidez said let's make the fight in September. Charlo said let's make the fight in May. So and then he's talking about snapping his neck. Nah. That's not an excuse, bro. You start talking about snapping a man's neck, you got to see him. Period. That's my call.
Thank you for your call, man.
And I was from Texas, man.
Yep.
I was from Texas, man.
Nice.
We got Harlem Greatness.
Yo, how y'all living, man? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
Bless.
what
up? Blessed. Dang, greatness.
Yo, blessed, man. Moving and grooving, man. Yo, first off, man, rest in peace to Marvin, man. Definitely rest up, man. He was one of them boxing dudes that reminded me of my grandfather, man. One of them dudes with that mentality to keep on working and keep on striving, that's for sure. Also, shout outs to you, Francis, man. I gotta admit, brother, I went for stainless, but when we was in the back call breaking it down, I'm told that you was mixing up the punches or whatever. So and that was one of the things that we was talking about in the back call that'd be successful for you to be stainless. But shout out to the both of y'all, man. Shout out to everybody. Glad everybody made it there back home safe, because that's what we trying to do, man. But other than that, as far as Charlo and Benavidez, if it happens, it happens. But however, that's a tough one for me, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody bet against me, man. It feels good.
Hopefully we see greatness on this Wisconsin card. He
That
was
would be
supposed
good.
to fight. We going out to Seattle.
Seattle.
BoxingWorks.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Mr. PBC.
What's good? Shout out
just
to
use 225.50 for easy numbers.
what the heck was that?
Never mind that, champ. That was just me. Did some bull right now.
Okay. So shout out to Marvin Hagler, RP.
shout out to Billy Joe, New King, eventually. I got David Benavidez losing basically to everybody but Kevin Plant.
He loses
his
to
body
Jermall?
is too exposed. He's not good on the inside. He's not good with a jab. I don't think he can beat Charlo, even though if Charlo moved up and faced him all the way, I still think Charlo will beat him. And that last fight just exposed too much for me to see. I've already known his midsection was too soft and too easy to hit. And Caleb Plant gets hit too easy. And yeah, man, I got Billy.
Yo, so I'm watching a video in the post-fight press conference for David Benavidez where he says he'll fight Anthony Durrell if he can't get another big fight. So if Charlo or none of them don't fight him, he'll fight Durrell again. And you know,
he said that.
I think I would rather Tyrone Davis get that opportunity.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
My boxing scene writers call me spectacular. My boxing bars are marvelous like Hagler. Yo, rest in peace. One of the best to ever lace them up. New Jersey, stand up. Y'all did that. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Yo, may he rest in peace with the rest of the boxing gods. He is a boxing god right about now. Shout out to him and his family. Yo, and shout out to all the Border Wars fighters, man. You all did an excellent job. There were no losers in my eyes. You all are winners in my eyes, man, because y'all got the heart to get in there to see how it feels to be a fighter, man. And so shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to the whole TBB community. That's all I got, fam. Peace.
All right, peace and love,
Info Joe. Shout out to you, champion.
Coach Myers, Boomerang.
Coach Myers. Coach Myers, am I going to hit you with the crickets?
All right, JT. Coming back at you. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
What's good?
We talking Benavidez versus Canelo or Charlo?
All three. Canelo, Plant, Benavidez versus Charlo. Canelo, Plant is who he wants, and if he can't get none of those, he's fighting Anthony Durrell next.
Wants all the sauce.
I like Benavidez. I like Charlo. That's a good fight. I think it's 50-50. I favor Charlo to win that fight. Canelo versus Benavidez. I think Canelo avoiding Benavidez for a reason. I got Benavidez beating Canelo. Caleb Plant. I got Benavidez beating Caleb Plant. He a little slick fighter, but I just think he couldn't keep Benavidez off. I like how Benavidez fight. A tall guy, he throw a lot of punches and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I ain't saying Charlo just go dominate him. I just think Charlo got the power, the aggression, the size, the speed to make it a dog fight with Benavidez, and I think Charlo just beat him. Beat him by, I ain't gonna say the unanimous, probably, but majority decision and stuff like that. I don't see no knockout in that fight.
Yo, man, peace and love to everybody, man. I gotta finish getting myself ready to get on this plane. So, yo, I'm gonna catch y'all when I get back to Toronto. I do got a quarantine for 2 weeks, so you might see me for a couple days, you might not, but we'll see how it goes, man. Peace and love to everybody, yo.
Peace and love, France.
All right, going on to
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy.
Boxing thinking man's game.
This is $1
Skill. Up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what BoxingWords.com.
TBV, what's happening, fellas?
Lids low, man. Just first and foremost, pleasure to meet you, champ. Thank you for coming out to Border Wars. Thank you for helping out in the back end with Info Joe and others, man. We appreciate you being out there.
No, man, it was a pleasure, my guy, man. I rock with real. Y'all cool with me? I'm cool with you. I'm smooth like that, you dig? But
it was finally good to put a face to the voice, champ.
Yeah.
Word is born.
Hey, but y'all get ready, cause boy, the boy left. I'm coming, dog. So
Let's
y'all
go.
find you did. I'm coming. With this whole Benavidez, man, I just want to see the cat fight. I like fighters like that. They don't give a damn who you bring at them. They want to get it in. So I'm a rock with the cat. When it comes to Jermall, the shit gonna be 5. When it comes to Canelo, it gonna be 5. But Caleb Plant, I got nothing against Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is good, but I do believe Benavidez will beat him. So, shout out to everybody, man. Y'all stay up and y'all get ready for that Border War 11, man.
Border Wars 11, Wisconsin. Get ready.
June 12th is going down. It's going down. Let's see what we got. Phone lines lit up. Majid, Orlando, what's going on?
I'll have to hit you with them, bro.
All right.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
I'm going to try you on Blog Talk since you ain't answer on Skype. What about on...
Oh, yeah. I'm on Blog.
What's good? We here.
My bad. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon and YouTube members or something. And if y'all feel like fighting, they got them next Border Wars. But hey man, I was interested in 2 fights. That damn Ammo Williams, I don't like him. I feel like he got stiff neck. That dude don't have no head movement. They boosting up his power, and they need to keep him all the way slowed down, or he gonna get his head knocked off at 160. And then Benavidez, man, I feel like that dude pressure and everything, he might be getting hit, but it don't matter. I feel like if Charlo bring his little ass up there to 168 by 6th round, he gonna be tired, and he gonna have to back up all that shit that he started talking. So I want to see that fight, and I don't want to hear no excuses from them Charlo camps. Why they can't make this fight happen and all that shit, because they done talk shit for the last 5 years. So if y'all good enough for Canelo at 168, then Benavidez got to be good enough. But that's all I got.
David Maldonado, New York.
Yo, what's going on, brothers?
What up?
Yo, everybody be talking about Canelo's a duck, but Charlo's asking people to take vaccines. He's asking Benavidez to fight him at social distance. I like Benavidez's style. He's actually trying to earn that fight instead of waiting for a handout. Only thing is, personally, I think Charlo will beat him up the same way Mayweather did with Corrales, because Benavidez is tall, but he doesn't fight tall. He comes straight forward. He squares up. He gets hit. I got Charlo by a 9th round knockout, brutally. Did you see the Chocolatito fight?
No.
I got a glimpse of a few rounds.
How you missed that fight? That was a hell of a fight.
I had my own event this weekend that I had to handle, and dozens of people from different parts of the world flew in for it. So, I had to be a host.
That's great, man. I'm glad everything turned out, man. Yo, I was just listening to Moonshine. Yo, he roasted Bill Haney. I never heard anybody shut Bill Haney down the way this dude did, man. That shit was
what
hilarious.
happened?
You got to check that out, man.
What they do?
He screamed on him. Bill Haney told Moonshine straight up, "I don't like you," and then Moonshine just went Harlem on him and just screamed on him. He went off, man. You gotta. I'm gonna send you the link later on, man. I'll show you what time to put it on so you can watch it from there. That shit was hilarious, bro. I never see nobody go at Bill Haney the way Moonshine did, bro. Unbelievable.
But what was it based on? What's the context?
The content was basically about, the fights coming up with Teofimo and Cambrosa, and somebody had called in and started talking real bad about Devin Haney. Somebody got out of pocket. So Bill Haney called in. He was, going at homeboy, and then he told Moonshine, straight up, "I don't like you." And then Moonshine just went crazy on him. Unbelievable.
Well.
But
Maldonado, thank you for calling in. We're supposed to have Samson on Tuesday, and if that happens, I'm sure Haney Bill will jump on, and we'll see what's good. But want to thank everybody that called in. I'm double checking his line, make sure I ain't leave anyone behind. Nope. All right, we're out. And that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. I'm off to take Francis to the airport. It's time to go back to Canada And yeah.
Back to Canada, champ across the border, Francis, the praying mantis. And this is the Boxing Voice. If you just tuned in and you like what you were listening to or viewing, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell button right next to it as well, so that you are notified every time we go live. And trust me, we go live a lot, in the morning, afternoon, breaking news. Flagships are Thursdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. And take advantage of the perks as a member of this channel. So on the video description, you'll see the first link that says join this channel. Click on that channel. It'll direct you to the 3 tiers that we offer here at the Boxing Voice memberships. And, choose whatever's best for you. Take advantage of the cool emojis that you see and have access to, which we switch out constantly, depending on what topic we're on. And also the badge icons and so much more to the content that you receive, depending on what tier you're on. Go check it out. Again, that was Nest GTO, Doyen Francis, Alex Doomsday Linus, checking out for the morning.
Peace.